guys so much for watching that amazing intro. We worked really hard on that. And today, we're going to go ahead and introduce these amazing players. You guys already know who the heck I am. So we're going to go ahead and start from my screen. So we're going to start from the screen bottom to where I am at, which is Sir Pfeffers.
I'll use my big boy voice. Hi, I'm Sir Pfeffers, the humble dungeon master of the long shot table. I've got every ring that I own on and weird other jewelry as well. I'm very excited. I love pirates. I've always wanted to dive into something like this. Very excited. I stream D&D campaigns Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, anywhere from epic fantasy to westerns to level 20 combat. It's a great time overall. I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm very excited to be jumping in. I am playing. Well, we'll get into that. Are we doing character introductions yet?
Nope.
Okay, that's it for me. Over to Quincy.
Me? Oh gosh, hello everybody. My name is Quincy. I do stuffs. I like to cook. I love D&D. I love food. I love fantasy. And I've never played Pirate Borg, so we're gonna mess around and find out. Yeah.
Same.
Oh, you will mess around and find out. All right, next person.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm Lightbox now. I'm good.
Every time.
I'm cool. Lightbox Gnome. You can find me at lightboxgnome.com. I'm a Twitch streamer. I also make content elsewhere and do a lot of things and stuff. That's me. And who's next to me? It's
me. Hey, everybody. I did see you there. I'm Johnny. I'm the DM for Ravenloft Misfits over on my channel at Talking XP. We just hit episode 80, so that's pretty fucking sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got that going. I also have a YouTube channel where all of those are available, as well as all the Candela Obscura content that I'm making, including how to play. So if you're interested in that one, that TTRPG, check it out.
That is awesome. Thank you guys so much again. For those, if you guys haven't done so already, do the thing. Make sure you drop them a follow. They're amazing. All of them are here live on Twitch and all of their other platforms. Those are the people that are there. We are going to go ahead and get ready to jump in to this amazing world of what we know as Pirate Borg. The camera starts off high in the clouds in a beautiful sun-filled sky. Not a care in the world. But then you watch as the camera pans down and you start hearing what sounds like roars of cannon fire off in the distance. The camera zooms in, passing through the clouds as it slowly descends from above the sky that was bright and beautiful, but now is turning dark and gray. As the cloud covers the daytime sky with dark rolling clouds, the wind starts to pick up, and the air is thick with a stench of salt water and decay. Far off in the distance, you see two ships that look like they're on a collision course with one another. You hear a voice saying, "Brace yourself for impact," as the camera zooms in on the deck of your ship, and you start hearing cannon fire and swords clashing. The rain lashes against your face, driven by the fierce winds that whip through with darkened skies above. Thunder rumbles in the distance, punctuating the chaos that surrounds you. The ship's tattered sails blowing in the wind as the dead bear down upon you with malicious intent. Boarding hooks start crashing against the sides of your ship, splintering woods and sending shards flying through the air. The sea churns violently beneath you, its blackened waves rising and falling like the breath of some monstrous beast. Lightning flashes across the horizon, illuminating the skeletal forms of the abandoned ship and deserted islands that dot the cursed waters of the dark Caribbean. Amongst this raging storm, you hear the haunting cries of the undead as they claw their way up the sides of your vessel, their rotting flesh glistening in the dim light with weapons drawn and hearts pounding. You fight valiantly against a horde, each swing of your blade cutting through the air with deadly precision. As the clash of steel rings out across the deck, you realize that you're not the only one fighting for your lives against the undead. But the sea has a life of its own as it wells and tries to claim your ship. Against the howling wind, you hear your captain say, "Steadfast, you scurvy dogs! The dead will not take this ship, as we have been through worse." As swords clash and the strike of every sword sounding like the sounds of thunder. What are you guys doing right now?
Well, if the ships are close enough, I'm going to jump off the edge like a rabid dog into their ship. If they want to be on our ship, I'm going to get on their ship.
You are going to get on their ship. Well, guess what, sir? You get to do the first roll of the night. Yeah!
Ooh. Lovely.
Yes, lovely. So, as D&D players might be familiar, there are different abilities that you can do. Strength, agility, presence, toughness, and spirit. So you should be able to roll an agility check to let me know if you are able to balance yourself well enough while the ship is rocking and rolling on to get to the other side.
Well, I've just rolled a d20 and it was a natural 20. Now here's the thing. I don't know if that's good in this game yet.
It is because
I don't know where my agility
rolling
is.
Against difficulty ratings. In this game, there are different difficulty ratings that are naturally done, which is a 6 and 8, a 10, a 12, a 14, 16, or an 18. That would be a difficulty rating of a 14 because it is
nice.
You're going from one side of the ship to the other, and you rolled a 20, so you are able to successfully get to the other side of the ship. So explain to me a little bit more how you do this.
So, out of nowhere, to the bystander, to the common bystander, or possibly undead, you see this very skinny, in like green tattered clothes and like very pale skin with like auburn hair, just a fiery, almost, if you know what Junkrat is, a little bit like that, just absolutely manic looking skinny man, like full on sprinting down the deck, and all of a sudden he just dolphin dives off the side, and it looks like he's gonna go in the water, but he jumps a lot farther than you think, directly onto their ship, with which he is going to, because he has a +2 to agility as well. The great Mark Nocturne Lush is going to hit the deck and roll into a super cool pose.
Okay. At that time, you're good. While you're rolling, right? So you're rolling onto the deck. You're gonna see one of these bad boys, a little skinny guy with a skeleton. If you guys can see that, you should be able to see it on your map. One of those guys is gonna try to swing at you, and he's gonna miss wildly. So what are you gonna do to retaliate?
I'm first of all, how close am I to the stairs?
Well, you tell me. Where did you land?
Well, I think I landed at the front of the ship. I believe I landed up towards the front of the ship there.
You should be able to drag your token over to where you want. You landed onto the ship. You land in like a really cool pose. You strike out your sword and you take off the head of this skeleton guy in front of you. The ogre in the back is kind of staring you down. When you look at these monsters have decayed flesh on them, so you're seeing parts of skin kind of flopping off as you're looking at them, and it's wet, so it kind of stinks like I would say like seawater and wet dog poop. All right.
Nice.
So that's kind of like what you're smelling right now. That's literally what you're smelling in front of you right now. So you're gonna go ahead and do that. Who wants to go next?
Put me in, coach.
All right, Pfeffers, what are you doing?
So, I am this very narrow, gaunt, bony-looking little dude. He's got no hair whatsoever, no eyebrows, no facial hair, no hair on the top of his head, nothing. Covered in these like little tattoos. And I'm gonna see that this is a dire situation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knife, which is the only weapon I've got, and
hell yeah,
pry out one of my teeth. Ooh. And toss it into the ocean and whisper to Lady Brine that she might watch over me in this time, and then I will try to vault across the ship as well.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Okay. Okay. And I'm rolling agility.
You can roll agility. Yeah.
I've got a -1 to that. That makes it a 14.
That's a 14, and it's a 14, so you meet or beat it. So tell me how you
Nice.
barely make it.
It'll be one of those. I'll pull myself onto
yes.
the side of the ship, and as I'm falling forward, I'll just kind of like frog leap out, kicking across it, and I'll like slam onto the rails of the other ship, barely making it, and like, and then pull myself and kind of scrabble forward onto the deck.
As you're scrabbling forward, right? You have two of the. That's assuming that's you. So as you scrabble forward, these two guys are going to try to flank you, but they miss just barely. They barely miss you. But I would say the sword gets very close to your face while you're moving forward. The camera kind of zooms back, and you start seeing this huge ogre-like-esque person in front of you, and he raises his mallet like he's about to bring down the house over your head. So, and that's where we're gonna cut to Quincy. Quincy, what are you doing?
I'm shooting a cannon at whoever just jumped over.
Yes.
That's me.
All right.
You see on the side, kind of like as everything's going, the cannons are kind of like pushing the side, and one of them is just being loaded up by this other very gaunt skeleton kind of looking pirate who's barely got anything on him. All he's got is like looks very singed, and it just has this cultist robes that are like burned and patched and holes and everything, and he's just kind of yelling out, and anything that moves he wants to shoot. And so seeing not only one but two of his fellow crewmates just jump over, he's like looks over, burnout, turns and tries to shoot
ahead
right where they land
roll
and give
a
him cover
presence
fire.
for me.
That is a natural
fire.
20.
Nat
Let's
20.
go.
All right, so
Nice.
tell me how this happens. Go ahead.
Oh no.
So
That means-
I'd like it to be, if there is other pirates around me to kind of help, we kind of like do a whole like Helldivers thing where one of them loads it in the thing and chunks it and goes and just lights a fuse, and I want to shoot it right next to where, in between where Fef's character and Cole's character landed, and if there's like a skeleton in between there, I want to like shoot
the
right
ogre.
there.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to yell? Are you gonna yell across to hit the deck? Literally hit the deck?
Catch!
Catch.
As the camera zooms in on Quincy, you see him just like perfectly aim this cannon towards these two monsters. One big ogre in the back, about to raise his mallet right on to Pfeffer's head, and that thing is going to just shoot out. As it shoots out, it kind of jolts you back a little bit with the cannon fire, because you got cannon fire, so it's like boom, and it just follows the cannon. The cannon just like explodes, and we see the camera just follow that cannonball straight across, barely missing Pfeffer's head, and hit the ogre for it to fly back a couple of feet.
I'll turn to Quincy's character. Oh, interesting. I'll turn to Quincy's character and make a cultic symbol in thanks.
That was for you! Dang it! Dang it!
He's just killing all the enemies on accident.
Johnny, what are you doing? Talking XP.
As that cannon fires off, I land on top of the cannon, and all you see is this little monkey who then pulls out this giant musket and then fires at one of the skeletons that's nearby, just and then I'm just firing at one of them.
Go ahead and roll a presence.
Absolutely. Now, if I were to do attack on my musket, would that be an automatic presence?
Yes, presence.
Great.
Yep.
Let's do it. Wow, I thought I was going to get the shit roll because everybody's been rolling so hot. I got a 21 on that one.
Okay. Roll for damage for me.
Okay, let's do it. Oh my god, that's 11 damage. Holy shit.
Wow. All right. So who are you aiming for?
Okay, I can't see any enemies on the map right now. I can only see my pals, but I'm gonna go for any of the skeletons that are near one of my pals. I'm gonna make sure that that ogre is totally getting
there's
shot
more
for sure.
boyos than I thought there were.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure. Whoa! That was
jumped
very
over
dark.
here.
Yeah, that was. It is dark here. Okay. Okay.
Back over.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna shoot one of the ogres. I'm gonna shoot the one that's like in between everybody. The one at the top left of the ship.
You want to shoot this ogre over here?
Correct. Yeah.
This one. All right.
It isn't.
So as chat sees, this got a lot of HP, but you definitely made a dent in it. So
Good.
He's definitely feeling it a little bit. I would say you hurt him. You hurt him with that 11.
Cool.
You definitely hurt him.
And then I jump off of the cannon and I'm just gonna like start reloading real quick.
All right, so we're gonna go back. So the way that this works, for those who don't know, Pirate Borg is turn-based, and the monsters don't really have a turn. It's just you attack the monsters, and if you miss, the monsters get a chance to hit you as well. So hopefully you don't miss and you kill what it is that's gonna kill you first. So it's based off of DR, which is damage rating or difficulty rating, excuse me, and sometimes you have negative ratings. So if your rating is not all that great, and when you roll, you could technically take damage as well. Go back to Cole. What is your character doing?
Well, if there's a door near me, I'd like to duck into it. Now, being a pirate of, age-old, wizened pirate, I think I would like to make a guesstimate as to where they keep their gunpowder stores.
Okay.
And
I
would try
are you gonna go?
What's your pirate's name?
I'm sorry.
It's Mark Nocturne Luth, they call it.
Nocturne's gonna go hiding again. Watch him. He's gonna
I can't
go.
hear you. I can't hear you. And I'm
You
just
heard
gonna and I'm gonna run into just away from all the enemies, and I'm gonna go try and find this gunpowder store.
So are you gonna take the door to the right or to the left? This is a door over here, and this is a door over here.
I would ask you, from my knowledge of being a pirate, does this ship seem familiar, or am I lost?
So, as a knowledge of a pirate, you know that gunpowder is usually kept in dry storage, which is usually kept under the ship. So, you want to make your way down below in the decks.
Yes.
However, you do know you're under attack, and if you go down below, you will be most likely tackled by a ton of other pirates. So
Don't worry, I'm very nimble.
Very nimble.
I got this. I have a plan.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna just very quickly peek through the door in front of me, because I might as well see what's in there.
Okay.
Just poke in, like just kind of kick it in and look in really quickly.
All right. So you're gonna kick it in.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
That's it. 5.
Oh no.
Okay, so tell me how you fail.
So he's in just full on adrenaline rush. Mark is running towards the door, and he jumps at it and just tries to shove his 1 foot through the like right where the handle is, and his foot hits the handle and like turns, and his ankle just kind of like right, and he kind of falls to the ground and like holding it a little bit. And he just kind of looks around to make sure like no one saw.
I'm looking right at you.
He tries to stand up and like is obviously like limping now. It's just like, all right. And I'm going to if I can, I'm gonna try and shoulder check the door
Okay.
to save some of my honor.
You can try to do that, but here's what I'm going to tell me how this skeleton is coming at you. He sees you just epically fail the first time, right? So you go in there
wasn't that
and you
epic.
epically fail. You try to like go in super suave. You're like, I got this jump. You came over, you rolled, you're dope. You sliced a little bit of the skeleton in front of you. Now you're going to try to take down this door, and while you're running full steam ahead, you kick out your leg like if you're going to like barricade this door down with your leg, and you springboard back. When you springboard back, the skeleton tries to swing at you and misses. However, you are able to get an opportunity. So what do?
I swing my possibly broken or sprained leg around and like I sweep under him to knock him off his feet.
Okay.
With my loose leg.
Perfect. And then you're going to try to go for the door again.
I'm gonna scramble up and just try and shoulder check the door. So this time I'm just running straight at it.
While you do that, we're gonna cut to Pfeffers. Pfeffers, what are you doing?
Well, I see the mallet on the floor. I recognize how many enemies I am surrounded by, and I see the only other ally I've got trying to leave combat. So I'm gonna leave combat, and there aren't attack of opportunities in this game.
No attack of opportunities.
Well, I would like to. I look at the mallet. I've got a -3 to my strength, so that's not an option. I've got a knife, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 enemies. So I'm gonna haul my ass back across to the other side of the ship. Do we have other crew members that are allied with us?
You do have other members of the crew. They are currently fighting the other monsters that are on your boat.
Nice.
Okay, then there's other. It's not just us four.
No,
well,
it's
three
not
and the
just
monkey.
four. Right.
And the
Has
monkey,
done
yeah.
the most damage so far. To be clear, I will assist. I will try to. I can't move my dude.
Okay, I got you.
I will try to
Oh, because you got to click on the square. There you go.
Oh, right. Thank you. Thank you. I will attempt to also break down the door with him.
Okay.
Through him, maybe, even.
Okay, so are you gonna like basically run right behind him? So like when he checks into the door, you just like are half a
No,
second
I'm gonna
right
try to
behind him?
I'm gonna run up beside him, clap him on the shoulder, kick up the mallet, and hand it to him, and try to shoulder check with him the door.
Okay, go for it. And
Everything's gonna be just
check.
fine, boy. Let's go. Strength. I have a -3.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm a sorcerer cultist, so this ain't. I swim, I dive. My whole shtick is diving. I got snacks in the diving bell. Okay. I live underwater. I rolled an 18 -3, so that's a 15.
All right, that works.
good.
That's good. You're good
Okay.
on that. So how are you opening this door?
Shoulder checking it.
Shoulder check. So describe the scene to me.
All right, so yeah, I run up, I've kicked up the mallet, I hand it to him, and I'm like, everything's gonna be just fine, and I pop, shoulder right into the door, which has clearly been loosened up because I am a frail little skinny swimmer.
The door's actually just unlocked. Like you guys could have just opened it the whole fucking time.
I was waiting, I was just like, are they gonna just turn these are pirates, we don't check
As I-
for open doors.
Right as I go to like,
You fucking just hit doors. That's it. Yeah.
I turn to one of the skeletons, just like spit blood in his face, and shoulder checked into the door.
Well, the door, as you guys are running towards the door is just gonna like burst wide open, and it's just gonna fling wide open. If you guys would have checked, the door was open, so all you had to do was turn it
good.
on. But but
this is way cooler.
So this, the door just flings wide open, and when you fling wide open, you are met with a cannon straight at you, where there's on the other side a person ready with a match, and we're gonna cut to Quincy.
Oh, fuck.
As I'm panicking, looking around for more ammunition, and the monkey jumps up and just does this huge thing with the musket and shoots it. I look at the monkey, and if the monkey would let me, I want to stuff the monkey into the cannon and fire the
Johnny, what do you
Before
think?
Before I do that, I have a zealot, and one of my features is Death Ward, and so I kind of want to like touch the monkey and give it like a Death Ward just in case it would die and come back up.
Just in case the monkey
Let's
would
do
die
it.
in the cannon. Yeah.
100%. Let's do it.
And so I'm kind of like just doing weird sign language to the monkey to try to convince it to go into the cannon, and it doesn't seem to work. I don't really know, so I'm gonna throw a banana down there.
Just. And then he just like runs over to the front of the cannon. Now, are we going under like real life rules where like I'm about to just explode with black powder, or are we going with like rule of cool where I'm
Rule
about
of
to
cool,
just like
man.
shoot?
Rule of cool.
Okay, thank God. Thank God, because I'm not gonna explode into monkey pits right now. I'm not trying to die.
Rule of cool, man. Just tell me how it works.
Let's do it.
All right, so monkey crawls in there, and I want to land it like right behind. If I can I aim it to where the monkey is going to be shot through the door onto the guy about to fire the cannon?
Okay.
That's going to fire back.
Yeah, you could go for it. Roll a what's it called? Oh my gosh. Starts with a P, chat.
Presents.
Thank you. Presents.
Oh, that's a horror. This is going to be bad.
And
18.
Excuse me?
18 minus 1, 17.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
So
Okay.
You go ahead and successfully do that. Also, for our players, we do have special things going on right now. So when chat donates money, you guys are able to get a lucky die, weapons, or they can take away some of your weapons if they choose to. So we just got a $20 donation from D. Campbell. Thank you so very much for a lucky die for everybody in this game.
I need weapons. I have a knife.
Nice.
I got nothing.
Okay, you can choose to use that whenever you want.
The devil's own luck.
That's a devil's own luck. Yep. Alrighty, so you successfully just mashed this monkey inside of the cannon. The monkey is just like Johnny, tell me how you like communicate with Quincy's character.
I just imagine that I'm on the side of the deck, just like filling in my musket, and then I just hear Quincy's character like, and then you just see him like jumping around as he like goes to the front of the cannon, and like I imagine that there's like some platform or something. We've done this before. There's like a little like circle that goes into the cannon that I stand on.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what ejects me out. So like all of the black powder goes in, that thing goes in, and I'm right in there with it.
All right, so you see yourself climb into the cannon, and you kind of just like go all the way towards the back, but then you remember in like instinct kicks in that if you stay in the back, you're definitely gonna be blown to bits. So you kind of crawl your way out, and you like your head's just poking outside of the cannon while you're looking straight ahead, and like you just like
thumbs up
from the cannon, like to Quincy. And Quincy, your character just goes ahead and lights this thing and shoots this monkey straight across the deck, and all you see is just like the wind just like against the monkey's face because how fast he is, all the way through, and lands directly onto the cannon that's facing Pfeffer and Cole's character. So Johnny, what do you do?
So I have a little hammer. I had the musket, but you know, it wasn't reloaded, so I pull out a hammer and I just go fucking to town on whoever's like lighting this cannon. Just like bashing it in.
Go ahead and do a
Manic
strength check
psychopaths,
for me.
including the monkey.
Here there be monsters.
Yeah, do a strength
Are we
check.
the buddies?
Here there be
I got
monkeys.
what was I rolling?
Strength, because you're
Strength.
striking this person. Yeah.
I got a +0. I rolled a 13.
Okay. You make it. So you basically
Cool.
distract this guard. So this guard doesn't have an idea what's coming at him. All of a sudden, he just sees as this monkey's just flying straight at him, and instead of landing, so we're gonna rewind. Instead of it lands on the cannon, I think it'll just land straight on the guy's face. So you just like open arms, grab him around his face, and just start, like scratching his head and like doing anything to like just distract this guy from.
And I'm just like crawling around like a spider, just all around, just like pow, 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 and then like continue crawling around.
All over the place.
We need to get you a little shiv, just a little nasty little stick,
just stabbing.
Yeah, just all over.
It's just you know that's what we're gonna do right now. So
good.
As all of this is happening, right? We have the monkey who is just now on top of this other guy. We have some other things happening, and you see, right, as you guys are in an intense battle with the Scourge, because the Scourge is the skeleton, the ogres, and all of these things. That's called the Scourge. Tentacle. Poof, out of the middle of the ocean and starts to appear slowly from behind as fighters are starting to see people being flung off the ship. So like you turn around, Pfeffers, and you just see this big tentacle wrap around one of the ogres and flings him across the deck onto your other ship, and the other tentacle now just comes down on top of the mast, and on top of that mast, you hear someone screaming, "Kraken!" as the long tentacles from beneath the ocean shoot up from the sides of the ship. As each tentacle wraps its long, slimy tentacles across the ship, the smell of this tentacle smells like rotten fish left out of the sun for too long. The Kraken's mouth breaches the ocean, and as you hear a loud roar in the background. What do you guys do?
I just
get out of the way of the cannon.
Well, I imagine that like
there's a cannon in front of me.
As I'm kicking or like just hammering into this person, whoever was doing the cannon, I hear the Kraken and the scream, and I just and just like let it go, and then just like start booking it out.
All right, you guys are not going to need to roll for this. We're just going to role play through this scene. As the Kraken slowly wraps now its tentacles around the body of the ship, you start seeing pieces of the ship being broken. The mast. You see the sides of the rails being crushed. You see the amazing big ogres just being flung like a booger across the room, and it's just being flung all over the place. Bodies are flying all over the place. The other ship is now belly up so your ship is belly up, and it's starting to be dragged down to the bottom of the depths of the ocean. As you try to escape this ship and being now attacked by ogres and skeletons, is there anything that you want to do as you see your ship being dragged down to the bottom of the ocean?
Quincy, what's your character's name?
Burnout. Mine's Burnout.
Burnout? Okay. I think Burnout was still on the ship.
You see Burnout kind of like at his cannon, like diving into the mouth of the Kraken.
I will look at Cole. What's your character's name?
Mark.
I'm gonna look at Mark and being like, I'll take my chances with the ocean, and I'll dive in the water and try to swim away from the Kraken.
It's okay. The monkey's next to me. The guy with the cannon looks probably pretty messed up. Where's the nearest tentacle to me?
The nearest tentacle to you is the bow of the ship.
I am going to duck over. I just do full-on sprint again, except it's got a little bit of a limp this time. And it's just running over to the tentacle, which I'm assuming is wrapped around the ship here. Yes. And he just reaches forward and tries to take a bite out of it.
Okay. You
gotta know, right? You gotta know.
You gotta see.
You hear a loud. It's just really painful.
I've got him, guys! I've got him! And I'm going to duck off the opposite side of the ship where the Kraken's mouth came up. I'm going to try and.
Yeah, I'd like to think I
away.
grabbed like a cannonball or something and allowed myself to dive down like 30, 40 feet before trying to swim away.
All right, so Quincy, tell me how you gracefully want to jump into this Kraken's mouth.
Oh, I saying gracefully. This is like in there flailing and be like, "Eat me! Oh, let me die!"
So, as the Kraken's mouth breaches the ocean once again, you hear that loud roar, and
You hear like a belly flop, and it just goes slap, and then sinks.
I hear it in the depths. I'm like, oh.
you got the three of you just look over and see Quincy's character just belly flop right in the center of its mouth, and it just gets swallowed whole. As the Kraken slowly wraps its now tentacles around and body around the ship, breaking pieces of it large enough for your crew and yourself to pull yourself on board and float away from the monstrous sight. As you guys look back exhausted from the battle, and you do become lunch. The three of you pass out on top of these boards from exhaustion. Quincy, tell me how you reanimate into another body.
I'd probably. Is there like a body beside Cole's character?
Yes.
As he dives down.
Yes.
Okay, so there's probably like I would probably assume like maybe there's like another skeleton or something that's kind of floating down in there,
Yes.
probably dead, and then my spirit gets pushed into the skeleton, and Nyanki Blink Catrick wakes up underneath the water. No! And he sees Cole's character. Dang it! And I'm like, goes to Cole and swim, and I want to go throttle him.
Yes.
I'm like in the middle of grabbing onto just a plank of wood that's like about the size of a door. I'm just like, there's not space. There's not space. And I'm trying to shove him back into the water. Just like I'm gonna try and hold him under.
You're trying to Titanic this thing?
There's clearly space right there. I don't know what you're talking about. Nope.
I would let you on if there was space.
There was never enough space for Jack. Chat, there was no space, all right? So, as you guys see this reanimation and you see Quincy's character reanimate and almost choke out Cole's character coming back from the brink of death, and from those who are watching for the very first time, these pirates are cursed with everlasting life.
Good looks.
Yes, good looks. With everlasting life. And what does that mean for these pirates? So, explain to me, and we're going to go down the roll here real quick. Pfeffers, what does that mean for you and your
How did I die?
How did you die? You tell me.
Okay. I would like to think.
You're not dying. You're not dead, excuse me. I'm just
My
asking
apologies.
how does everlasting life affect you and your character?
So I'm a diver by trade, and I've gotten a little brain dead over the years because, as you know, they'll drop like the diving bell, and you keep going back to the diving bell, and you know there's a certain amount of time before you can run out of oxygen, and I've probably met that quota a few times too many. But what this looks like is I've got this infatuation with being in the deep water, and so what that looks like in the reincarnation, if you will, is my consciousness just diving down into this next person and slowly almost drowning them before I sit up. My character's name is Blackout Blink. And just kind of...
All right. So Quincy, tell me how your character and what does it mean for your character to have everlasting life?
I think the original body that this character had, that Burnout had, was probably a priest or cultist of some kind seeking everlasting life in the form of like the fountain of youth, and through the curse got what they wanted and got what they wished for, and didn't realize that the coming along with the curse of everlasting life means a necessity of not needing anything else. You just live, so you don't get to enjoy anything else. You just get life. So no food, no water, no pleasure of the living. You're just alive. So I think with this just eternity of not being able to die, Burnout just wants to find some way to silence everything. What having experienced life for the eternity that it has been, the only thing that drives him is to potentially just silence it. What is on the other end of that veil? And so how can he do something that is incredibly insane to a normal mortal, but it's because he wants to get past that veil to see what could possibly be there, because possibly over there is better than what he has. Very great grass is always greener on the other side, and that's what he wants to get to, is the other side.
Very Baldur coded.
Okay. All right. So before we go on to Cole, I want to say thank you to Ood Bandicoot. We got a med kit for whoever needs it, so you guys get to play rock, paper, scissors. And thank you so much for the $20 donation. So whoever wants a med kit,
Bracken's
you're more
gonna
than
need it
welcome
after
to have
I'm
it.
done with it.
Alrighty. So, Cole, what does everlasting life mean for your character?
Well, Mark Nocturne Luth is a bit of a crazy individual. He's been all over the place, all over the world, and he's been a criminal in many, many countries. And I think he has almost stumbled upon this curse as a mistake, as part of one of the many treasures he's stolen over the years. And he's truly found himself falling into it, and this whole being alive but not living thing. He's really tried to test that, and he's become even more of an expressive thrill seeker than he once was, because he's just looking to bring more living into his unlife, if that makes sense. He is just seeking
Like a hunger.
that adrenaline, the next adrenaline rush. He is just constantly, so whenever he moves bodies, which happens quite frequently, it really feels just like a surge of adrenaline, and it's almost, to him, it feels like he is manifesting bones out from the individual. So it's almost like he's manifesting in their bones and seeping out and pushing the rest of them, or who they once were, out into the abyss. And he is taking what he is stealing a body just like he would a piece of gold.
Okay. And last but not least, Johnny, what does it mean for your character?
Well, I'm playing Buttons, of course, the sentient monkey. It looks like for Buttons, he hasn't traded bodies just yet. He hasn't died. He just kind of was, he was the captain's monkey at some point, who is now gone. And somehow Buttons had gotten his hands on a little bit of ash, which then affected him to become sentient. So he started learning sign language with each of the crew, and started, as a joke, they were teaching him how to use a musket. But then he turned out to be really good at using a musket. And so now he's just part of the crew. Everybody just knows who Buttons is. And he's just like, he's like the mascot of the group, pretty much. But he's fucking deadly too.
Okay.
A little bloodthirsty.
A little, you know, with that.
Just a little bit.
11, jeez, you've hit the hardest out of the entire group so far. But anyways, going back into this story, it's good to find out a little bit more information about what's going on for people who are watching right now. We're gonna go back into this world.
So-
we just, and this is a reminder for those who are watching right now, if you want to win yourself some pretty awesome dice, a mimic chest, or a free copy of Pirate Borg, exclamation yo-ho in chat. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to this game. We see yourselves pass out, all four of you pass out on top of this raft as it floats out into sea from exhaustion. All four of you finally feel like the waves have been carrying you all day and all night.
Eat the monkey.
Grabs the hammer.
You hear
we
in
don't
the
need food.
background, you hear, it doesn't matter. We are not hungry anyways. you guys feel the what seems like a piece of life or a raft being kind of just guided towards this one area, and it finally stops. You guys feel some sand underneath your fingernails and your toes, and you wake up face first into the sand. What do you guys do now?
Where's the monkey? I'm gonna look around.
See him pop up under from someone.
Hey, here you go.
Where's the one that was trying to strangle me?
Am I dead yet?
You're about to be, and I'm over him with a plank. Just a loose plank I found.
I think I just like jump into action and like grab onto the plank. Just.
I just roll over and be like, don't hold back.
It's just, how much
Too
weight
much
did the
weight.
monkey take?
I cannot see the map.
Do you guys not see the map?
I see.
This one looks like just a beached
Yes,
ship,
that's it.
not?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are not on it. This is going to be Theater of the Mind.
Okay.
Cool. So you should just see a map in front of you that has a bunch of numbers on it, and all of that will be explained in a minute. So, as you guys wake up, and Cole, you try to smash over Quincy's head and fail epically, apparently.
Saboteur.
You look to your right, and you see a piece of your ship. And it's bow down, so the bow is facing towards the sand, and you see what seems to be like a humanoid figure. As you look a little closer, you can definitely make some distinguishing marks of someone of importance on your ship that you should maybe possibly go talk to.
Is there a gun within view?
There is no gun near you now. Use whatever you have on your person.
And this
Would
person.
Would I have still had my musket?
If you held on to it, sure. Do you think you held on to it?
I went into the cannon, and I don't think I could have fit a musket in the cannon. Damn it!
Yeah. No musket for monkey today.
All I have is a sword.
This is.
I've got a knife.
Right. Well, this guy looks pretty well off, and
No, I didn't say
kinda
well
like
off.
this guy.
Just someone you recognize.
distinguished.
Distinguished meaning you can see distinguishing marks on them.
Doesn't have a fancy coat.
No fancy.
Do they look familiar to a sentient monkey?
You do not look from. They do look
Okay.
familiar. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Let's take that back. The monkey recognizes the person right away.
What is it? What?
And then I'm just gonna like, Captain.
Yes. As the monkey has ascertained, it is your captain. As you look closer, you can see that the captain has been impaled by the bow of the ship. There is.
I'll nudge Yankee and point out that he's skewered.
Yes.
Lucky butt.
He is definitely skewered, but there's something that you've noticed as well. The captain doesn't seem to be moving.
Lucky butt.
Let's go take a look.
He got to really dumb.
Maybe we can learn something. And I'll start. I'll get in the water and dredge waist deep.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk at a normal pace faster than him on the beach. So watch
Hop on your shoulders.
More comfy in the water, okay? I've got a specific vibe.
Listen,
It just makes everything
one
more
thing.
difficult.
and that's it.
So who will approach the captain first?
Myself and the monkey, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we race?
I'm kind of just.
You can. You can race. You
If
can
you
roll
start
for
running,
race to you.
roll for it too.
I'll
Gets there first.
I'll skirt around the outside of the wreckage just
Okay.
to take a look around, but listening.
11.
5.
Okay. All right, Cole,
12.
you get there. All right, Monkey
it's a
gets
race, eat
Aren't
sand.
you on his shoulder anyways?
I mean, I was gonna jump on things as we go, like
Okay, all right.
swing on whatever I can find and shit like that.
Well, it's
flipping off
definitely
Yankee
just
on my
sand,
shoulder.
so you couldn't see anything except for just the bow of the ship. As you guys approach the bow, you see that your captain is skewered, but there seems to be some life left inside in him. Cole, as you approach him, you just hear.
Oh, he's not dead. Nice.
That's weird. And just getting up and like looking close at him. Is there like,
Yeah.
is there anything like odd? Because I'm assuming he's under the same curse as us. I'm like,
That would be the assumption, yes.
yeah.
So-
Is there around the wound of where he has been impaled? Is there any like sparkles? Does it look weird? Is it purple?
No sparkles. He's definitely human, as far as you can tell. Go ahead and roll an agility check for me.
Oh jeez. 8.
Okay. So, as you get closer, the captain is he's struggling to breathe, right? He then reaches out and grabs you from your shirt and pulls you in closer.
Ew.
And without saying anything, he reaches out to your hand and places something in your hand. And as he's doing that, he takes his last breath and nods. There you go. So it's up to you whether or not you want to share it with the rest of the class. However, I will share it with the stream, so the stream gets to see what you guys are able to see or not. Stream, this is what they see. Don't look, Quincy! Pfeffers.
No, I'm not.
But this is what they see, and as far as their items are concerned. So
I'll
these
come up
are
behind
the
Cole's
two.
character. What'd you get?
I don't know. I'm trying to read it. Dude, give me a moment. Give me a moment. And he's like, he's squinting. Obviously, this is like someone who's needed glasses for years, but it's just never gone. And like, he's never gotten it checked out. It's just, it's kind of shiny.
Can't see
Oh, shush.
anything.
Oh, shush. I'm trying to. Just give me a sec. Oh! Well, it's shiny and I want it. What do you think?
I want
Monkey?
it
Well, why do you want it?
because I want it.
You didn't even like this guy.
Yeah, but he's dead, so I want it.
Because he's dead?
Yeah.
How do you know he's dead?
I look at the captain and poke it. Is it dead?
Slap the face.
He like he just fidgets, you know, like when a dead body is just like spasming. Doesn't really do
See?
anything.
Not
I
dead.
take my cutlass and chop off its foot.
Flop. It just flops.
It's dead.
And it,
Give me the
as,
shiny.
as the foot flops to the floor, you just see droplets of blood coming from the kneecap, where I'm assuming you cut it off.
Yep. It's dead.
So,
I'll trade you.
He'll trade me for the sword. I'll take the sword.
For the shiny?
I'll give you the shiny and only the shiny for the sword.
Oh, what is it?
It's a shiny.
What kind of shiny?
I don't know. I can't read.
Okay, trade.
I'm gonna give him the locket.
so we're gonna go ahead and switch the locket out of Cole's hands into Quincy's hands, and now Quincy, you have the locket, and you're able to see what the locket says. Do you want to share that information or keep it to yourself? It's just
It's just a locket.
It's just a
The
locket.
image.
I'm gonna shimmy my way up on the far side of the wreckage.
Okay.
Oh, I see what this is. This is very valuable. It's very important, and it's much needed.
Okay.
I want to trade back. I want to trade back. Here, take the sword. I want to trade back.
And I walk back to shore.
Pfeffers, what are you doing?
I'm looting the wreckage.
Go ahead and roll for.
Can I roll spirit and allow myself to be drawn towards whatever is
Yeah, why
potent?
not? Go for it.
All right. 18.
Okay. So you go around the boat. There's not much left, especially with it being drunk underground. However, you do end up finding a scimitar.
Ooh, okay. Nice. I'll take that curved blade and tuck it under my belt and rejoin the party.
Awesome.
I didn't find piss.
So, as you guys are scrummaging around, you guys can tell each other what you found or what you think you found. It's up to you. It's up to the party if they want to share that information. You are pirates, after all.
I found a very magical, powerful locket that will make me die, and this sucker gave it to me.
I found a cutlass which I can use to take back said locket.
I was going to say, is that not what you want the most?
Do it.
Okay. Stab.
Okay.
We just start shanking them. There's a moment where me and
tell you to roll. Just
me and
And
Mark
then-
like look at each other and just start killing them.
The spirit rises from that body and goes into something that's buried in the sand and out.
Yeah.
Come on!
We start killing that one. No.
all right. So, as you guys investigate a little bit further on the beach, you see an entrance to an opening to the cave, which is marked on your maps as 1. So that is what you're seeing right now. What do you guys do?
Go check out the cave.
Is there?
You can see that he was thinking on he was perched on a part of the broken ship, and he was just thinking, and then you called Monkey.
Hand out.
He's just gonna, he's gonna go and check out what's going on in there.
Okay. Do you have anything on you?
I don't have my musket anymore, but I do have my hammer.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I have
perfect.
that.
All right, awesome. As you enter into this cave, it's very dimly lit. You could see shadows flickering. You see stalactites, right? The things on the top of the ceiling.
Stalactites.
Tights.
Stalagmites.
Mites, yeah. Stalactites from the
Mites
ceiling.
are the bottom.
Mites from the bottom.
Tights.
And it's just it gets wider as you go in further to the cave. There
You think he's dead?
There is
Sorry.
flames that are lit inside a cave, and they make shadows across the wall. Do you want to continue?
turn around I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna just saying fire.
I think he's cupping something.
Well, let's go and check it out.
I don't know how to read or understand the monkey.
Can we stealth? Let's go about this all nice and stealthy like.
So you want to do stealth? Let's go ahead and do. Let's do a presence roll. You guys, all 4 of you, do a presence roll.
Natural 1.
Natural one.
This new body is a bit clumsy. Oh, wait, no leg.
7.
7. Okay.
10.
10 and
Monkey said 3.
Cole, what was your?
I
7.
One.
Oh, my
so
bad.
there's 2
Got
nat
some.
ones?
Yeah.
2 nat. Okay.
Let's go about this stealthy like.
2 nat ones.
Ting, ting, ting.
Pirates are known for their stealth, right? Like, everyone knows a pirate is known for their stealth. So you guys really attempt to go stealthily into
Like
this
a
cave.
mouse.
Tell me, Quincy and Cole, how you guys epically fail at this stealth check.
I'm more stealthy than you.
And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I'm trying to get used to this new body that I'm kind of in. And I didn't realize that he had a peg leg, and the peg leg got stuck in the sand. And I'm like, oh, crap. And I fall in the hole.
Marcus is laughing loudly as he's walking towards the cave, like,
Like, get back here. Come here.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And he does not see, he just keeps walking.
So in pecking order, who's first, who's second, third, and fourth?
I think Monkey was first.
Yeah, I would have been leading the way.
Okay,
I'll grab
Monkey's
second.
first. Who's second?
Meek.
Okay, Pfeffers, Cole, and Quincy, you're in the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's the last person?
Quincy is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys are going further into this cave, lights and shadow just keeps playing. You see flickers of flame, and it smells in here like mildew and seawater, and it's just salt. It's very cave-like, right? You do see an opening that seems like to go into 3 different directions. One goes to the front, one goes to the side, and the other one goes to the other side. However, Quincy, as you've fallen over and eaten flat on your face, you brush yourself off, no harm done, and get up. As you're standing up, the camera pans with you kind of like brushing yourself off, and you look up, and as you look up, a long shadow pierces right through your heart, grabs it, and squeezes.
Yes.
The other 3 do not hear what is going on. So Quincy, tell me how you pass away. Getting your heart squeezed.
Ah.
Hooked on a feeling.
Why do I hear a radio?
Oh, man.
Yes. So you travel to the nearest body, and that body, Quincy, tell me what you look like now.
The next game. This is. I get into the body of this woman who's been there, I guess, also dead, and maybe marooned in this cave, and kind of gets. Dang it! Not dead yet.
Cole, what does your character
so many
do
layers.
after you realize that Quincy has now resurrected again, and it wasn't you?
If I turn around, is there a dead body behind me, and then he's just a new body is off to the side?
So if you turn around right now, all you're gonna see is this hand, this dark figure, just hand humanoid-esque, pierced through a body as he's like hands wide, trying to accept death, but he's just there being held up by the shadow.
Then all of a sudden, I just hear over here, it's not again.
Yes.
That's there's a ghost here. There's a ghost here.
Everybody doesn't think killing me. I'm now in a lady's body.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep a distance from this thing,
Okay.
and just like if it steps forward, it's 5 feet. 5 feet.
So as you turn around and watch this figure now have Quincy's old body's heart in his hand, it's just oozing down with blood on both sides of the shadow figure, He looks up and you see red eyes look straight at you. And as he makes eye contact, you just see Quince's old body fall flat to the floor, disappearing at the same time of this shadow figure.
You butt.
So the shadow's gone now.
Shadow's gone.
Oh.
And so it's like completely the body, like just gone.
It's just the shadow figure is completely gone, and now you see Quincy's old body on the ground.
Oh, now it's on the ground. Okay, cool.
Did he have the locket?
I think that was 2 bodies ago. We turned and looked back outside the cave.
Guys, can you take this corset off of me? Guys, I need you guys to take the corset. Guys, I can't breathe.
I got it.
I got it. Pick him up.
I am so sorry to my mother.
I'm gonna go over to the body and search for the locket.
Okay. You successfully find the locket 2 bodies ago.
Oh. Is this a proper time? Who can read here?
I can read.
Oh, here, I found this page.
Woman is an educated woman, so I think I can read.
Okay.
I think you can read.
What does
I'm gonna give it
say?
to the diver. Not the locket, the riddle that I have.
Okay. So there is a riddle chat, and I'm going to post a riddle for the chat to see, and I'm going to configure it so that Quincy's character can now read it. So in the riddle, it says, I'm a treasure sought by those both young and old, yet I'm never bought, I'm never sold. I can calm the seas and tame the fire's roar, but beware, matey, for I can also make you soar.
Okay, I will read this to you. Pay attention. I am a treasure sagat by Tose both younger and older, comma. Yeet Navir
What's a comma?
Bagat and Navir Solod.
Bagat.
I've
been to Bagat.
Helm to the Siaz and Tame the
Season.
Boot Bewary Mati. For I can also make you sorry.
What?
Might I see that?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna
I'm
transfer
holding it upside
ownership
down.
to Pfeffers, who's now also holding it upside down.
Yea, though I walk through the shadow of the fire, I shall fear no evil.
I jump onto the shoulder and then turn it over.
And then I recite what the riddle is.
Perfect. So the riddle has no meaning to you guys yet. So you do know that the captain, and this is for everyone on his ship, did carry around 2 pieces of information with him that is the reason why they were trying to sail towards the island. There was an island that he was aiming for, and you're not sure if you're on the right island or not. But you are aiming for an island. And these 2 pieces of information were going to lead you to hopefully break this curse. Now, you are in the middle of the 3-way. You have one in front of you, one to the entrance to the left, and an entrance to the right. Where do you guys want to go?
Where did we see the shadow coming from? I know that there was like flickering
Behind.
lights and all that stuff. So it was from behind us.
Behind. Quincy
Okay,
was
so
the
it came from
last
behind.
person.
So then in front of us, we still see like lights and stuff.
You still see
flickering
lights
on
and
the
torches
walls.
and flickering torches. So this
we
place
see-
is a little bit more lit up. So to your left and to your right, there you see that it's a lot more. There's a lot more light coming from those areas than from behind you.
I guess I'll just kind of peek over towards the right,
Okay.
trying to see what might be behind there.
So when you
that
go
turn.
into cabin number 3, you're gonna see that this place is kind of looks like a dry storage area. There's a lot of barrels and crates, and there's what seems to be like sails being like dried up on the wall, so that they would have their sails being drying off from the storms and stuff. It's just some basic supply area. You do see a cannon in there along with some other food and crates.
I'm gonna quickly not quickly, I'm just gonna look back to everybody. And then, send food. And
The monkey wants to make
do we
food
have for
again.
that?
We can't eat though.
and then I'm gonna walk in. Just looking
monkey's
around.
Dead.
Okay.
Anyway,
So the monkey, we're gonna pause on you for a second.
Great, that's always a good sign.
What is everybody else doing?
I'm gonna walk forward. I'm just
Okay,
gonna
Cole, you're going towards 4.
go straight.
Okay. So are you going by yourself or are you going with anybody else?
What do I hear?
So you do hear constant dripping of water across the caverns. It gets heavier as you go forward towards 4. It feels like water is less towards 6. So as you move towards 4, there's more water. If you go towards 6, there's not much water.
Keeping an ear on the monkey, I will head towards 4.
Okay, so you would go with Cole. Quincy, what does your character do?
I notice that suddenly I am alone, and I follow where the footsteps are being. I'll go follow.
Okay. So the three of you, the three amigos, I'm going to call you, go towards 4, and you notice...
French.
Ah, yes, French, exactly.
French.
As you notice, there's definitely some more dry goods up on the ridge over here, and you get towards what seems to be a shallow pool of water in the middle. There is a torch that you guys can pick up if you feel to. If you feel like it, you can grab the torch to kind of light up a little bit more towards the center of the lake, because there seems to be something that's written on the walls.
You're the educated one. Go read it.
I got this. And
Not
I'm
you.
gonna grab the torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out the water.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna hold it up.
Okay. So are you going into the water, or are you going to the?
No. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, and then I'll glance at the writing.
Okay. So you do notice, Pfeffers, your character has the riddle last, and you can't really read very well, but you do notice that there seems to be writing on the wall that matches the description of the paper you have in your hand.
It matches the description of the paper in my hand.
Just over your shoulder, like Mark is leaning. Is this good water or bad water?
Drink it.
I will take a rock and toss it into the water.
Okay. You don't have to roll for that. So that the rock gets tossed into the middle of the water, and as the rock, you see the rock fly straight into the air and follow it, splash into the center of it. It just and it hits the bottom. It's very shallow water. Nothing really happens.
Get down, and I'm gonna flick the water.
Okay. The water is very salty, as it is from the seawater. So you're going to definitely have some dry mouth.
It's good water.
Yes. Very good. Very
Rough
good.
season.
I'm gonna leave the torch kind of on just in the sand by the beach there of the water, and I'm gonna try and go into the water.
Okay. So as you go further into the water, you start noticing that the light starts to brighten up the location a lot more. When you look up, you still see stalactites, and you do see that there's moss growing all over the place, and there's written on the wall the riddle that you guys have on your paper, and there seems to be a door that hasn't been open in a really long time that's carved out. At least it looks like the silhouette of a door in front of you, and it does lead out, possibly.
Can we get... Sorry, I keep interrupting you, my guy. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I feel bad. Can we get the riddle written out for us?
Yeah, so the riddle says, and I think you can click on it. It should bring it it should bring it out bigger. When you go to the items, which is the case.
Okay, cool,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So it says on the walls, I'm a treasure sought by those both young and old, yet I'm never bought and I'm never sold. I can calm the seas and tame the fire's roar, but beware, matey, for I can also make you sore. As you guys are pondering that, we're going to cut to where our Sir
Scurvy.
Buttons is. And Buttons, go ahead and make an agility roll for me.
Oh, I'm great at those. All right. Oh, nice. All right. 19.
Perfect. So, as you're scavenging around in this location, you are in room number 3 right here. You're kind of checking out the sails, and from behind you, the camera kind of pans towards the front of you, so you can see what's behind you. And when you see the silhouette that's coming down from the ceiling, it seems to have 2 arms, 3 arms, 4 arms, and it just gets bigger and bigger
I just call out.
as it's starting to come down from the ceiling, and tries to wrap around you. With that 19, however, you're able to sense, since you're an animal, you have those animal senses when you know when there's something in danger. So your hair just stands up on the back of your neck as you feel something large kind of crawling down from the ceiling. And then you turn around and you see there's a big arachnid facing you. What do you do and how do you avoid it?
As I was rummaging through this, did I find any like weapons or anything like that?
This is dry storage, so I would say no, but you can grab a plank.
Okay. I know that I cannot kill this thing, so I am running where everybody else went.
Okay. So how do you avoid this arachnid coming down? He's literally hovering over you. So what do you do to get out of his grasp?
As it's coming down, I hear like the faintest little move as the web that brings it down just makes a sound as it's coming down right above me, and I look up and I just immediately, it sees me seeing it slams down into whatever the dry storage is just as I'm jumping off and I'm rushing out of the room.
Okay, perfect. As the spider lands and misses you, you hear it's a hiss, a really loud hiss. Pretty pissed off now, Spider. It's gonna run right after you. So, where are you going? Are you trying to go towards where the guys are? Because you didn't see where they went. So are you gonna go 4 or 6?
I would have seen them like walking, or I mean, at least also hearing the sploosh as the rock goes. So I'm gonna go towards the water for sure.
Perfect. So you're darting off, Spider in pursuit behind you. You with that 19, you're literally keeping pace enough so where you're out of reach. And you hear from behind Coles, Pfeffers, and Quincy, you hear some what seems like needles hitting the ground and the rocks just being kicked up as you turn around and see now your buddy Monkey Buttons is being chased by this huge arachnid. What do you guys do?
I'll pull my falchion and do the pirate thing where I put my knife in between my teeth. You know what I'm talking about?
There was a door that we were headed towards, right?
There's a door right here.
Deeper into the water. Well, if I'm already in the water, I'm gonna try and get over the door. And the moment I see the monkey, I'm just gonna start waving.
Okay. The door doesn't budge.
This one's not locked, or this one's locked.
I know how to deal with that. Listen, I don't open doors, I make them. And I'm gonna try and kick the door. I'm gonna try and kick this door.
Okay. You can try to kick the door. Go ahead and throw a strength roll. Quincy and Pfeffers, what are you guys doing? There is a spider after you now. This thing is huge. Huge.
I want to go and fight the spider.
I'm with you. Let's get it.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? What do you have on you? I should say.
A falchion.
I has a machete
Okay. Go ahead and
and a bucket.
make rolls for those with the machete towards this spider. You're rolling with a DR 12 for the spider.
9.
Okay.
I trip on my petticoat.
Is that plus strength or agility for a falchion?
Strength. Yes.
You got a devil's luck, remember, so you can't re-roll.
You do have a devil's luck if you want to re-roll, because you guys all have a lucky die.
I will use that because I got an 11.
Okay, go for it.
Sure, I'll use it now. Why not?
All right.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I trip on my petticoat and fall face forward, but then as I do, I kind of like tumble and accidentally just hit it with the sword.
Okay. Nice. So as you tumble, you hit the spider, and it just drives right into the skull and just makes the spider fall flat. So you hear
You can die.
I will dart forward, rolling a 17 to hit,
okay.
and just get the falchion in the right position, and then just lean down and fall on it, skewering into it.
All right, so as you skewer right into the body, it seems that the blade is long enough, but not very long, but it is long enough for this particular spider's body to stab right through the skeleton of the spider, hitting the heart of the spider, and now you see just green ooze come from the top of its skeleton as it just lays flat. And our Buttons is now jumping for joy as he is almost shat himself.
No one eats the monkey but me.
So Cole,
I throw part of that. I throw part of the shit that I throw part of the shit that I shit myself with at the dead spider.
Cole, what do you?
I flip it off too.
16.
Okay, so you do notice that the door doesn't budge with a 16. However, you have been on multiple excursions with your captain before, and you know that usually pirates and temples have riddles for a reason, and they help you open doors.
Does anybody have any explosives?
We got spider blood.
Well,
And monkey shit.
there are other areas you haven't explored, so I can't tell you no.
Well, has anyone figured out whatever the paper said? Yeah,
I'm not good at riddles.
I can't read.
I've
Just
read it
looking
to
at the
you.
monkey. The monkey is also lost. All right, let's go find some explosives or something.
Who made you captain?
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
who
you
did make
died
a
like
captain?
5 times.
this is
He trusted me. He trusted
Yeah,
me
we're
with
gonna
his stuff.
mutiny against you.
I'm saying it's a mutiny. You respect me
You've
as your
been in
captain
that
first.
body long enough.
I'm across the water. I'm on the other side of the water by the door. I'm just like,
I'm gonna go after him, and then like as the
I have the
water
high ground.
comes underneath, and my dress kind of like comes up over me.
I will collect the monkey.
Yeah, I'm just,
Stab him with
I'm
my
just chilling.
bloody
Just
cuts.
yeah, we're just.
I'm gonna
Are you gonna
dive
try
at him.
to? Are you gonna try to hit him, Quincy?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
with
try and-
Oh my god, this is amazing.
All right, so Quincy, go ahead and roll for me. The strike roll.
It's a 10.
Okay. What's your DR? Let's see. Let's
For
take
what?
a look.
Let me see. It's on paper.
Okay. What's it?
If I find it on the paper, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Strength DR or DR plus 2? No. D2 daily.
Oh, whoops. Oh, well, I got an extra 20 on
DR0.
strength.
That's a DR0. Quincy, tell me how you kill Cole.
I come up to him and I grab
He's been
him
waiting to hear that
by
so
the
long.
collar, and I'm like, eat this. And I want to take the spider blood-coated machete and put it down his throat.
They've always been like this.
And twist and pull out his heart. And then bite it and spit it in his face and then dunk him in the water and then step on it.
I was dead after the first part. This is the rest of it.
So,
I wonder what happens if we run out of bodies to reincarnate into.
there are plenty of bodies to go around. They don't have to be human, do they?
Looks at monkey.
What if the monkey becomes
Cole,
like a pirate?
what do you come back as?
I think you know those like cages that pirates, you always see pirates hanging from.
Oh, yeah.
Gibbets.
There is one
One of
there.
those. One of those in the just way above in the water or above the water, just clangs and then crumbles and twists, and there's just a big splash in the middle of the water.
I will help you out even further.
Ooh.
The cage is not above the water. There is a cage with people in the other room. So the three of you don't hear him, okay?
You actually killed
but
him.
You see the camera follow this glow as Cole's body spirit is up above the body now, and now is traveling to the nearest body, and he finds this cage that is up above this shack here in 7, and down below there's a bunch of barrels that he can see, and as he reanimates into this body, the cage just kind of shakes because it hasn't felt someone's weight before in a while, so it just shakes and crashes down onto this onto these barrels, and you feel what feels like sand, but it's colored in black, and the cage door flies open as it crashes down to the floor, and you walk yourself out of it, kind of similar to the Hunchback of Notre Dame with the old guy, and he's like, I'm free, and then falls right into a head trap where now he's just there, where his hands are shackled and his head's in between, and it falls in between his head, so now he's just there, just hanging out.
I'm trapped in this room. That's what you're saying.
You are trapped now, yes.
With what I can only assume to be black powder.
Yes, black powder.
You killed him.
Wait,
You're the captain now.
I am the captain. I am Captain Helen Jackson Halifax.
I would say, look at me, I'm the captain now.
The three of you do hear, however, the crash and the sound that comes from the other room. You just don't know
Dang
what it
it.
is.
This is a plot forward moving sound.
Then we best follow it.
Fine.
As you guys enter the room, you do see Cole's reanimated body now kind of going nowhere, and there's black powder all over. The cage is now open, and the wooden lock is now over his head, so he's kind of like the old-fashioned parliament, hands over the head, the head's locked in a piece of wood. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep him in there, or
Well, it's tempting, but I think not.
This is my theory. If we keep killing bodies, some mysterious outside universal force will move us along. Proper answer.
As I can hear them, I'm assuming I can't see them because they're just behind me.
Poor
You
North.
you said there's more bodies in here, right?
There was bodies in there, yes.
How many?
Yes.
5.
5. I have a feature called Raise the Dead where I can create skeletal thralls from nearby corpses. Can I just use that?
Sure, go for it. You got to roll for it, but you can try.
It says, it says right here, they're stupid, but they obey your verbal commands.
Okay.
I love that. They're stupid.
Yeah.
So
To be
go-
clear, they're
roll for
stupid.
it. Roll for it and see if you can get out.
What do I, just D20?
Roll a d20.
Game Master, why did you put 4 buckets in my equipment? I'm scared.
13. I don't know what that's plus, if anything.
Okay, so you successfully raised 3 out of the 4.
Okay.
Okay, the 4th body is still there.
Can I tell the 3 that have been raised, the 3 extra bodies that have just reanimated?
Yes.
Can I tell them to free me?
So you have the reanimated bodies, and they can't really talk, obviously, but they're reanimated. They're definitely, their skin is falling off. They've been sitting here for a while, so you see their hands and their skeleton fingers are like coming out, but there's still some skin attached to it, and they obey your command. They're not very smart, so they're gonna start coming over to you and start hitting the top of the piece of wood with their machetes to try to chop off the
Even the
pieces of
dead
wood.
doesn't like him.
Too close.
So-
Too close.
Just cut your fucking head off right there.
Wait, stop. All right, we're going to try this again. And I'm assuming I can hear them behind me.
Oh,
Is-
yes.
Blackout, are you there?
Admit you're not captain.
Admit it.
I didn't sign up for you being captain.
I never said I was
voted on the
captain. You
monkey.
said I was captain, which makes me think you will
Then
like
I'll
me
unlock-
in a
then I'll let him
leadership
out.
position.
I'll let him out.
I was
Where's
accused
the
of
monkey?
being captain.
You are
monkey's now
out.
captain.
Monkey, do you have the torch in your hand?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Crazy.
Okay. All right. So,
Yes, I do.
Buttons has the torch in his hand still, as he walks into the room, and there seems to be a trail of black sand, we want to call it, because we don't know what it is yet. And as you're walking, you're swinging your torch in your hand to the sides, and a little bit of that black sand you hear.
Oh,
not
I know
me.
what black's powder is because I get shoot out of cannons all the time. I fucking book it out of there.
Follow the monkey.
All right.
I run and I was
In there, inside.
I turn around to the skeletons and I tell them to grab Helen and bring her with
Death.
No.
I've done that so to you.
So we have the undead trying to pull Quincy's character out of this black powdered room. As you hear just continuing to move forward, this shadow figure that you guys saw before pops out of the ground behind all of you, and as the fire gets closer and closer to that powdered keg, you see it just explode, and the figure that was in all black just explodes with the fire and is engulfed and goes away in smoke. As you guys are just now heading out of
job,
that
monkey.
cave, the explosion is so powerful and loud that you hear the ground and the walls like shake.
Oh, my timbers are shivered.
Oh, yes. You definitely escaped death, just barely. And now, what do you guys want to do?
Is there a room we
Fight
haven't
these
checked out
skeletons. They
yet?
try to pull me over my death away. Get off me.
Yes, room 6.
I'll head that way.
Okay. So as you guys go into room 6, okay.
Well,
Okay, just reading my notes. All right, as you go into room 6, you do find articles, and I'm not going to go into details because we'll be here all night, but you do find articles and things of what seems to be lore of the island, and you do hear, or excuse me, you do read from what you can tell from the people that you have around you. You can tell that this this is the correct island. This is the island that you guys have been searching for this whole time, and you've accidentally stumbled upon it, not even knowing, and your captain is no longer around. You do also find out there is something or someone or some type of force or entity that is holding this island hostage, and you're not really sure what it is. I will say, for the sake of time, that you guys gather your things and you talk about it and head over towards the cave where the water is, which is 5, and you notice that the door that was there has crumbled and now has an open passage out. What do you guys decide to do?
We're in the right place.
You did nothing.
When in doubt, blow things up.
I grabbed the monkey. This place is being held hostage. I like to exposit at the monkey. I think we're in the right place. Our captain was into it all along. He was right on. And now the way forward is open, and I throw the monkey.
There's just so much spit coming out.
Hang of the air.
All right. As you guys make your way out of the cave, you see what lies ahead of you.
Oh!
You guys should be able to see this.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Spooky, scary.
So, yeah.
No, that's
pretty
just
much.
my guys. Don't worry about them.
Just moved on.
So, as you guys are heading towards the outside of this cave, you make yourselves way through this thick, dense forest where the light struggles to penetrate the thick canopy above. Changing this real quick.
Oh, is the sun out?
The sun is out, but barely, because the canopies of the trees are basically keeping the light out. When you're looking on the floor, there's leaves and roots climbing all over each other. There are bushes and vegetation. You definitely see some what seems to be like tiki torches lined up and spaced out in front of you, and you will also see what seems to be warning signs of hung pirates all over the place. You look up and you see there's a skeleton just hanging from the tree as it's looking down towards you, face open wide, and its clothes still on, basically as if it was hung centuries ago. These are old bodies, old decrepit bodies that you can't even resurrect if you wanted to. So
we can't.
I start
That's what I was thinking.
I start putting out tiki torches.
Okay. The torches flicker ominously in the light, and shadows upon that forest floor. Trees, they're so tall. The branches make this canopy, kind of like they cross to each other, so they entangle each other, making this forest cave almost a ceiling. Or, excuse me, not, the trees are a ceiling basically for this area. And in this cave, when you were coming out, you read there was a piece of paper, and in that paper it mentioned, in the depths of the jungles there are things that will give you nightmares. Enter with an empty mind, or beware of the horrors of the heart.
Well, some of us will have quite an easy time then, I guess.
That's me.
Lead the way, Captain.
What?
Monkey, go.
I go up to, but sorry, Mark. He's gonna die. He's going to fucking die.
I want to see if he like comes back as like a parrot or something.
So do you guys want to continue to make your way through the jungle?
I figured out the riddle. I figured out the riddle.
What's the
answer?
Let's hear it.
The answer is black powder, because that's what opened the door.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It did open it.
I'm a treasure sought by those both young and
Don't
old.
give him the credit. Absolutely.
Yes, I've never bought and I've never sold. You can buy and
traded.
sell black powder, my
Yeah.
No, trade
Theory is
it. No one
instantly
buys it.
dumb.
You're not helping, Captain.
Yeah, monkey, stop it.
Am I the captain now?
No. I will not
Buy
follow
it.
you.
All right. So do you guys
Yeah.
decide to continue to move forward through the forest or go back the way you came from?
Once I've put out all the tiki torches, I will keep one tiki torch. And I've got a flint, so I will pocket that for now because
Okay.
forest.
Everybody roll a d20 right now.
Also, if my skeletons are exposed to sunlight, they just kind of.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Not
19.
19.
11.
11.
Or
All right, Cole, what is it that you think about?
what am I thinking? Well, now I'm thinking about gunpowder and how it should totally be
What is-
traded and
What
not
is your worst fear as a pirate?
as a pirate.
As a pirate.
Being poor, not having gold.
Okay.
I kind of need it. It's like I always have a coin in my pocket. It's like a lucky coin thing. It's just to have on me. It's just like I
north.
make it a little bit.
Would you say that another pirate stealing your gold is your worst fear?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys are walking through this forest, the three of you that passed the rolls, I got it. Thank you for letting me know, chat. Sometimes it gets a little bit louder. Is that better? Yes, that's better, chat. All right, great. Thank you. So, as you guys are walking through the forest, Cole, you have a shadow figure pop up next to you. Oh, and it grabs your neck,
I mean,
and now you are held hostage. And
We seek to parley with thee.
it starts searching for gold on you.
Captain, I don't think you can hear us.
I mean,
I will light the tiki torch and try to stick him with it.
All right. So go ahead and you know what? Go ahead and tell me how you stick it to him.
Okay, yeah, I take it as Cole is like. I'm like, oh, I can't take this stuff. And I'll light the tiki torch and then kind of spear style, just kind of prod into the shadow.
Okay. As the flame gets closer to the shadow, you hear. It's just like it just basically backs up and lets go of Cole and just wisps away.
I will go back and collect more tiki torches, light them, and hand them to the party.
I'm gonna hand two of them to my skeletons. That I'm just gonna have them follow behind me.
All right, awesome. So the skeletons aren't very bright. They're gonna go ahead and hold on to the torches, and we're gonna have them sword fight in the back with the torches while you guys are walking along. So
Like slowly attacking each other. So good.
there's
I
this
could-
There's a forest fire going
each
on.
other. While you guys are walking and trying to make your way through this forest, you just see Cole's two skeletons fight in the background very slowly. Do you guys place bets?
no, I asked if we kill Cole's character, do they unsummon and die?
Yes.
I hit him with a shovel.
I mean, this actually makes sense. Pirates who can't die would constantly be offing each other.
Oh yeah, that's
Go
this
ahead
is historically
and roll for
accurate.
me.
I love the picture of us just walking and then just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
We were still walking because he was trying to find the shovel. He was like,
It's an 11.
Just right into my blood. His blood splatters across my face as I'm handing him like a torch.
Explain to me how you almost successfully off him. You don't do it. You don't do it completely.
Okay, so you probably hear Helen, like she's probably trying to stand very stealthy behind this very thin palm tree, but like her dress and everything are just like extremely wide around it, and you can totally see her. And you just go like, but you probably duck underneath it as a shovel just comes over your head and probably bonks the head off of one of your skeletons behind you.
I would say I'm gonna edit that a little bit, and I would say that you do successfully hit him, but not hard enough that he's now bloodied, but not dead.
His head's just on backwards. He has to walk backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have put it sideways. The shovel never goes.
Yes.
That clean cut.
Yeah.
this new body I have comes with the most valuable gear of any pirate, a blanket and a pillow. So I'm going to take a pillow, which I'm assuming has been strapped to my back pocket, and I'm just going to try and smother Helen immediately.
All right.
I look at the monkey
Feathers or Johnny's character pitch in.
I'm good. I'm gonna keep eyes on the surroundings for now.
Okay.
Buttons is just staring at the fire and lighting things.
And
just seeing how that works.
That Buttons is like he's found a banana, even though he doesn't know what bananas taste like anymore. You're just like eating it off of Pfeffer's shoulder and just watching the chaos happen behind you. So Cole, go ahead and roll a strength check for me to see if you smother Quincy's character.
-1. 11.
Can I just submit and just not fight back?
You could, yeah. Go for it.
So good.
It's like, no, don't.
Please, don't.
No, stop. No.
Please, no.
I don't want to die.
You're making this really difficult
It's
for
too
me. If you could
soon.
just put up some kind of. Yeah, come on.
Something.
It's like lightly tapping you with a shovel. No.
No,
Hit me
please
harder. Come on.
don't. No.
It just takes the pillow off for a second. What are you doing?
Do it, you coward!
All right. Is that better, chat? That mic should be better now. All right.
Oh man.
So, as you guys are trying to offer each other and you don't successfully, you do successfully kill Quincy once again. Quincy,
Number 5. Let's go.
Quincy,
I haven't died
where
yet.
are you going?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I don't. Can I
You
go
tell me
into
how
one of
you
his
reanimate it. There are animals in this area.
Is there a crocodile?
No,
Propagator.
Is there a gator dial?
there is not a gator dial.
Dang.
Fine. Is there another monkey?
Okay. There is another monkey, yes.
All right. I come down.
How do you look like?
I look like a very roly-poly, kind of like maybe chimpanzee. Very, very, very round, very rotund, very chunk. And he kind of like wakes up from a nap.
Do my ears deceive me? Is there a brother within?
Quincy can now understand Johnny's character.
Hello.
How's thou? Oh,
Yes. Look deeply
Buttons and
into this
baubles.
fire. I have
so bright, luminous. I can see in the
all
dark.
of you. Everybody else is. That's all we're doing.
I will pick up
We don't know
Mark
this
and be
is
like,
Yankee.
you finally did it.
I take a piece of my crap
don't know how to
and
feel
just kind
about
of hold it up to the fire and let it light.
This is why we are alive. to burn things.
We must burn the world. Purge it.
Yes. Quick, gather a torch for yourself. Let us burn this jungle.
Indeed.
And we're just like lighting things.
Mark leans over to Blackout and just goes, I think Buttons is found a mate.
Well, it's about time. He's been in sea a long, long while.
I feel good for him, you know?
I was concerned with the sea urchins, but this is probably better.
Definitely.
As you guys are walking along and everybody is just burning down the jungle,
There's just a whole forest fire behind us.
there's just a fire.
We're just jumping from
just straight into
Undying pirates. Of course we're murder
It
hobos.
makes sense. It's a pirates. Your guys are pirates. You burn and you pillage things. All right.
Poor monkeys don't look at explosions.
They're Vikings.
All right. So they're moving along across this jungle, and you guys find yourselves in a clearing. And in this clearing, you find a hut. And let me just change that a little bit here.
Just for my own
Yes.
sanity, are we still trying to figure out what this riddle means? Or was that before?
That was
is
before.
it done?
You don't need to worry about that riddle anymore.
Great. What the fuck was the answer to that? I couldn't
Love.
think of anything.
Love.
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
I'm a treasure sought by those both young and old, yet I'm never bought and I'm never sold. I can
How does
calm the
love
seas
calm the
and tame the fire's roar.
Or is that like metaphorical seas?
Seas as in love as in metaphorical. Yes.
Yeah. Friendly.
But beware, matey, for I can also make you sore.
Yeah. Love can make you
That
sore.
makes sense. That part's so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you further venture, you find yourselves coming up to a clearing where there's a hut in the middle, covered in vines and wood. The hut seems to have someone sitting in the front of the hut, cutting up some raw meat as it was freshly captured. It looks like a wild boar. He doesn't speak at first,
Oh, there.
but you just
like a
hear him
gator dial.
humming, slicing up some.
Oh, there.
Oh,
I think Oh.
I see you are deep in these woods. What bring you around these parts?
I just turn and point back, to the fucking forest fire that we just caused, and like we're forced to walk this way.
I see. I must look for a new place after thee. As he looks in and looks at this weird group with two monkeys and two pirates, along with some seamlessly skinny people. He invites you guys in for food to try to feed you guys. Do you guys accept and go inside, or do you stay outside?
I'd like to take a look around
Sure.
and see if I spot anything first.
Okay. Roll. You know what? Roll a spirit for me.
3.
Awesome. Nothing's
Actually, you know
wrong.
what? I'm gonna use one of my devil's luck because
Okay, go for it.
8.
An 8. All right.
Brings you here.
As you venture around and you look at this hut, you climb up to the sides of the windows where the hut is. You're an animal. He doesn't pay much attention to you, you know. So the monkeys look through the window, and you see when you look through the window, there's taxidermy animals all over the place. And you see what seems to be hunting gear hanging from the walls. You see a little cot towards the side, and in the back there seems to be a fire along with some a cauldron that's hanging over the fire that kind of is like on a swivel, so you can take it out of the fire and put it back in. It looks like a normal hunting hut, really nothing out of place.
I just hop back onto somebody's shoulders. Whoever Quincy's character isn't on, I jump on the other shoulder of somebody, and then I just thumbs up.
I will look at Mark and be like, "We'd be much obliged to step into thine abode."
We're normal people, and we eat a lot of food.
He looks over to Quincy's monkey. He's kind of pokes him in the belly because he sees that he's definitely chunky. So he's like,
"How dare you touch a brother of mine in such a disrespectful way!"
No, hush. It's okay. And then I'll see the taxidermies and be like, and then I'll see all the taxidermied animals and be like, okay, maybe there is cause of concern.
So as you guys are falling in, or not falling, excuse me, as you're walking into the room, you also notice the taxidermy and everything else that was described before. The gentleman swings out the cauldron. He goes to the cauldron because he did offer you guys some food. So he swings out the cauldron, and you can smell like stew being cooked inside of it. It smells really good. It smells like fish stew, right? The man goes over to the hut, grabs something from inside of a jar. You guys can't really see. There's like a little, I would say like an area where he has a bunch of like jars and stuff that have things inside of them. He opens a jar, and as he opens the jar, he kind of holds it towards the light, and you see what seems like to be a bug inside of it, and he turns over the jar over the stew, and the bug falls into the stew. He then goes over to what seems to be the head of the boar that he was skinning out in the front, grabs the head, holds it out to the light, gives it a big kiss, and drops it in the stew as well.
Can I make like a cultic check?
Sure.
Is this the cult stuff? Am I rolling like spirit?
You can roll spirit, yeah.
Presence? Okay. Natural 20.
Hey, let's go.
So
21.
Hold on. As you watch this gentleman drop this boar head, Pfeffer, your character just gets this ominous feeling, this like, oh man, I've seen this before. You feel it just crawl up onto your skin, and smoke starts to fill the air. And you also hear what sounds like a creaking door closing behind all four of you, locking you inside this room. You don't sense anything occulty here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes. There's not anything.
This is all on the up and up.
Checks
I'm
out.
gonna try and open that door that just shut.
Sure. You don't sense anything that is culty here. However, the room starts to fill with smoke. And in the smoke, it starts to form into visions. And being an occultist and person who works in sorcery, you know that people who are close to sorcery and people who are occultists, they have a tendency to tell stories with smoke. So it's not harmful.
I nod to the party and kind of plop myself down and buckle in for a show. I grab the Quincy monkey.
Harmful. Right.
I pull it away from about to burn down a taxidermy animal.
How am I dad? How am I the dad of the group? How did we get here?
So as this happens, the color of the smoke starts to change to different colors, and the old man starts telling you a story. The vision of what he's saying starts to take shape in form of steam and smoke rising from the cauldron. Let me stop this. music here because that's
Quincy's
very
monkey.
loud.
All you hear is, "What trickery is this?"
I think, brother, that we should burn this place to ashes and everyone in it.
Soon,
All right. So
everything shall be set in flames.
Everything will be free.
as you guys are seeing the smoke dance around and the different colors start to take place, he explains in this story that for centuries, pirates have come and gone, seeking to uncover the secrets of the dark Caribbean and claim it for their own. But none have succeeded in finding the sea witch hidden in his lair. For she is a master of illusion and deception, disappearing into mist whenever those who seek her draw near. For centuries, this legend of the sea witch lives on as a cautionary tale, whispered among sailors as they ply these perilous seas. Beware, me hearties, for her wrath knows no bounds, and those who cross her path may find themselves facing a fate worse than death itself. As you see through the smoke, a hand peers out, grabbing onto one of you. And the arm that is attached to that hand is no longer there, lined with flesh but only bone as it hangs onto your garment. The man that was telling you this story is no longer there. The area that you saw that was nice and kept and taken care of is decayed, broken, no longer kept. All the traps that you guys saw in front of you are gone. The taxidermy are not well kept, and there's spiders and roaches crawling all over the place, as what seemed to be a well-kept hut is now no longer well kept.
Burn it.
As you guys walk across the room, you do see a gentleman. You do see a gentleman skeleton sitting in a chair, rocking back and forth with its teeth gleaming. What do you guys do?
I have a sword, so I'm gonna go behead him.
All right. What are you looking to do with this beheading?
Well, he's rocking in a chair, so obviously he's not defending himself. I have the cutlass that I got from iteration 1 of Yankee. I'm going to run and just swing at this guy's neck.
So as you swing, the sword cuts straight through the neck of the skeleton. The skeleton's head just kind of flies up into the air. Roll a agility check for me to see if you can catch it before it lands.
That was a natural 1.
All right. As you cut through the air and the skeleton rolls up into the air, it actually lands on Quincy and
devil's luck.
Johnny. Go ahead and roll an agility check for me.
Oh,
I have a -2 to
Natural
agility.
20.
let's go.
All right.
Ooh.
Only a 19 with the -1 on agility.
Okay.
I'm going to use another one of my devil's luck because I
Okay.
got a 4.
All right.
Hold on here. All right. Way better. That's 14.
All right, awesome. So, what's gonna happen is you both see the skeleton's head fly up straight into the air as it's falling. Quincy, your character is not today and hits it with its tail, and it travels towards Johnny's character, and Buttons looks at it and just barely ducks out of the way, and as the skull of the skeleton smashes into the wall.
Brother, catch!
Whoa! I was not ready for that throw. Next time, give me a heads up.
We'll be here all day. And with that,
Oh my
chat,
God.
we're going to actually going to take a short break. So stay tuned as we come back with some more Pirate Borg adventures. But before now that we're back from break, to recap what we were just doing, our pirate friends have gone through what seems like hell on earth for the past couple of hours, and we have made our way through some really creepy jungles, a cave system, almost got it. Well, not almost. We did get flung into a kraken, or did you jump willingly into the kraken, Quincy?
Willingly. The first of how many deaths tonight? I think I'm on live number 5.
Live number 5 for Quincy tonight, and these pirates are all cursed, which means they do not die, do not feel, do not eat, do not sleep, do not what else do we not do? Eat, sleep,
don't feel
pain. However, they do need to breathe, which is rather weird. But and these guys are trying to figure out the way to break this curse. So they made their way through this jungle, went through this creepy hut, found some more information about this sea witch. And the sea witch, who is in control of this island, they, for lack of time, we're gonna say that they continue to make their way through the jungle, fought some pirates along the way, won those battles. Quincy is still inside the monkey body, along with Buttons. Pfeffer and Cole, you both are pretty healthy as well. You do make it through the first part of this temple. You do find a temple, and you get to the temple entrance, which now at the temple entrance, and we're going to go ahead and start from there, where we're going to pick it up. So
Calls to forest fire.
There is a forest fire. That's right.
Jungle fire.
Yeah.
Actually,
Jungle fire, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
looks over to Joe's character and idiots.
Yes, all of them.
They set everything on fire.
Look at them trying to talk in a higher vernacular.
As these two monkeys are talking to each other, all the other party hears is,
Mark is just doing his best to mimic and like try and learn the language.
Look at this idiot.
Okay,
Trying to learn our words.
How do you park an alligator up a tree?
This idiot.
What a subspecies.
Look, I'll give him a thumbs up for now.
Oh, that's what they love that. They love that.
They love that. Yes, every time I do that, it sets them wild. Here, yes, there you go. Yes.
Why can't you see this?
Inferior
I'm
creature.
having like war flashbacks.
All of this is happening on Sir Pfeffer's shoulders. Like both of us are chilling, one on each shoulder, and we're just ooh, and then you're just like, oh yeah, they're doing it.
all right. As you guys are walking through and having this in-depth conversation with one another,
Yes.
you come across the entrance of a temple. There seems to be something carved on the door, and it reads as follows. In depths where shadows dance and secrets lie, a locket holds the key neath ocean's sigh. Within its gleaming frame, a portrait fair, a family's love lost to the sea's cruel snare. Seek ye the heart of darkness, brave and bold, where tales of woe and ancient magic unfold. Through storms and tempests, let your courage guide to where the sea witch's curse may yet subside.
The answer's love.
No, that was the last one, apparently.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes you just look at the riddles, and this could be love. It could be time. It could be hope and dreams or something deep like that.
I'm currently holding the locket, right?
Sure.
So I'm looking at it, and I look over to Quincy's character. This looks to say something of, oh, my sweet lily, or something of that nature.
Humans.
We must find the name of this human, this inferior creature, and understand what the last word may be.
I snap my fingers in front of Cole's face. I like point to kind of for him to go inside.
Onward! Onward!
So
We're about to ratatouille this thing.
peeling the curtain back, I will say that Johnny's character was very close. It does not say "oh," it says "to."
To my sweet Lily.
To my sweet Lily. All right. So, you do see that there is a blood stain on this that has been scraped onto the locket as well. And the scratches of this locket is old, and it does read, "To my sweet Lily." In the door as well, as the door opens and slides across the temple, you do see that words appear yet disappear in front of you, and it says, "But heed this warning, lest ye meet your doom, for the sea witch's wrath broods in the gloom. With locket in hand, break the curse's chain, and free these waters from her dark domain."
Got my torch right up here.
As you guys are walking down this long steps and corridors, you do see that the flames are flickering, your ears are starting to pop, the smell is growing more intense. You do smell incense, but also what seems like death in the air. It is a very foul stench when you walk into this temple. It hasn't been open for decades, so the air is very stale. There's not a lot of wind inside this temple. So you do, however, as you go down the steps, hear more of like a Gregorian chant, which is what you should be hearing right now in your headphones. Very ominous tones. The walls of the chambers are about 20 feet tall, surrounded by columns, and you do see some markings of old pirate lore on the walls. You do see some areas that you can go into, but you can't really make out. There are doors on your left and on your right that you can go down, or you can continue to go straight. It's up to the party on what you guys want to do next.
I look to the monkeys.
What do you think, brother?
I am not sure. Let's see what this inferior creature has to say.
You.
And he's like pointing down each individual way.
I thought he had an idea, but I guess not. Let's just pick a direction, I guess.
Maybe we should just... Yes, quite.
Left.
Right.
Left is always the right
God.
way to go.
That is where I was pointing to. Like you say left, and
the monkey.
I'm like about to. Yeah.
So as you guys go to your left, I'm assuming that's number 5. Right away.
I can't.
We don't see numbers
numbers
either.
Yeah.
Okay, well there's a thing right here.
This one, I'm guessing, because this would be our left.
That would be your left. Okay, so you're in this room. In that room, you walk in, there's a lot of hieroglyphics on the wall. Seems to be pictures and that depict a story of some sort. The pictures are so withered from the water being scraped down on it, so you really can't make face of what you're seeing or what you're looking. However, there seems to be one picture that's still somewhat intact on the right side of the wall, and that wall you see what seems to be a woman in Victoria clothing, black hair, beautiful face, and she seems to have her arms outstretched and her feet off the ground. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Leslie. It is about off the ground, and that's the picture you see in this room.
Lily. I point up to it.
I point up with it and then kind of smack Cole's character upside the head and point and make sure he knows exactly where we're pointing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna point to like the bottom of the token, and I'll just like actually. Would you know sign? I don't know. I just go Lily.
No, he would not. He does not speak, read, or write. At most, he can speak English. That's it. He can't read it, can't write it, can't understand.
And I just point up to it.
And Mark goes up and just rubs a booger on the.
Gracious.
We
are surrounded by idiots here.
Maybe, brother, if we kill this one, he will reincarnate into a higher being.
It is a good idea, but also a dangerous one. Who knows if he can overpower us with his strength? We are but monkeys. We have a frail
As you're
body,
saying this,
but smart minds.
he's just scratching his butt in front of you.
Never mind.
Look at him. He's even
Never mind.
becoming-
Kill him, please. Kill him.
becoming a higher being at the moment. All right, I pull out. I have a belaying pin. Who knows where I store the sucker, but I pull it out.
I don't think you store it anywhere. I think it's just on you. Like you just put it in your fur and it just sticks out towards the side.
God,
kind of
we
thing.
hope so.
Here, and a pop. And he kind of motions over to Cole.
Oh my god.
Oh, they understand me.
And then I
Well done.
open his mouth. I'm like, and I take the belaying pin right through the mouth.
Cole, do you pass out or what do you?
I'm pretty sure that I was not. He did not expect this at all. He was befriending the monkey. He trusts him implicitly.
I just look over to Sir Pfeffer's character and I say,
I'm just.
yep.
Cole, tell me how you reanimate and what do you reanimate as?
Monkey.
Where's the nearest orangutan?
Yes.
Oh,
Party. Oops, all
Funny
monkeys.
enough, about three rooms to your right.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's rather convenient. So just 3 rooms to the right, this monkey, who's probably just chilling with Banana, as monkeys do, I imagine, is absolutely just chilling with a monkey, and all of a sudden he freezes.
Doth my ears deceive me? Is that another brother?
The plan to work, brother. We have higher beings.
not to me. Like a couple minutes later, fighting back the monkey, trapped in a corner with a torrent.
With like the knife that you hold in your mouth. So good.
All right, so the party is now higher beings of monkey society.
Don't include me in that. Don't.
With one diver.
Soon.
This is a man with PTSD being tortured by a group of monkeys.
Yep. Oh my god, this is so good.
So
I'll go and collect the pendant.
you collect the pendant, Pfeffers, and now you have the locket. Actually, not the pendant.
The
excuse me.
locket, thank you.
You get the locket, and you now are followed by 3 higher being monkeys behind you.
Come on. Everyone,
Would
come on.
would you say that these are sea monkeys?
Ha! That's a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're sea monkeys for
Just
sure.
3 monkeys grooming the knot hair that I've got as I try step by horrid step to move forward.
You just have a big orangutan backpack, like.
Yeah.
Ratatouilleing.
Yeah. Like got my ears.
As you guys continue to move along this chamber, we're gonna say that you have investigated the other chambers and have gathered more information about the story of the Sea Witch, and you've gathered that the Sea Witch has been on this island for over a century, and there seems to be a loss that she's had that keeps her here. And you notice when you investigate the other rooms that there's a story that is told of a family that was once together, is no longer together, and was taken away by pirates. The now widow at the time was saddened with despair and was angry at what was taken from her. And she had delved into the dark arts and found a way to put a curse on all those in this island's vicinity, including over a 300 to 400 mile radius expanding from this island, to curse all those who are in this vicinity.
She's a powerful witch.
And
I could learn something from her.
As you're saying this, I wonder what she could have accomplished as a higher being. I say to the others.
Right,
continue.
As you guys continue to learn more and more about her, you do find out that there is a ritual that she performs here in this temple to keep this curse going. So that is all you find out. What do you do?
If we are to interrupt this, the curse would be lifted.
And I point over to the
Are you
locket.
sure you all want to be fucking monkeys when we alleviate this curse? I'm sorry. Just making sure we look at all of our options. Single tear as I move forward.
Alone. I'm gonna keep my eye out for anything like. I doubt that there's gonna be any like impressions in the wall for like where a locket could fit in. I doubt that would happen, but I'm going to keep an eye out just to make sure that we have that covered.
Okay.
I will hand you the locket.
Okay. So as you continue to walk down, you do scan the walls for anything that seems that you could fit a locket in and don't find anything. Do you guys continue to walk down this corridor, or do you want to turn around? You guys decide what your fate is.
I'll continue onward.
And so when we were doing all of this information gathering, that was the two
Yes. All of the
main rooms, and then
corridors.
now it's just the corridor that goes down.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep looking behind us for any other shadow beings.
I'll take one of the tikis and roll it down the long staircase.
Okay. As you take the tiki and roll it down the staircase, let's you know what? I'm going to say do an agility check for this because I want to see, and what we're rolling for is the ability that this torch stays on.
Agility?
Yeah, let's do that.
7.
Okay, so as you roll this light torch down the hallway, the torch stays on for a little bit as it continues to roll down. But since this cave has been locked away from air, not much has been coming down. As it gets closer and closer to the bottom, it starts snuffing out.
Oh, balls. All right.
Just hold on to mine. I'll jump down onto the ground and just start walking forward. Holding up the locket.
I have the light in hand, kind of like just tapping the rocks. Just kind of see, check for traps as I'm like in the middle of the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Best place to check for them.
So
I think we think that we're higher beings.
Higher beings too.
I mean, you can say the same thing about humans, right?
Right, true. Very true.
roll a presence for me, Quincy.
Okay.
You get us all killed.
10 plus 1, 11.
Okay, so as you're tapping on the way down, you have a stick?
Yeah, the belaying pin that I killed.
Okay, so you got the pin. So you have the pin stabbing the ground. Nothing seems to happen. You see, everything seems to be good to go as you're going down these steps. However,
And then
you stab the pin, what seems to be a small hole inside of a stone case, and the pin hits a mechanism that triggers another mechanism that triggers another mechanism, and you can start hearing gears just turning on the walls. And the three of you roll an agility check for me.
3 of us being who?
Pfeffers, Cole, and Buttons.
10. 11 minus 1.
Ooh. 9.
We're dead.
But I'm gonna use my last devil's luck.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I have one of those. Hang on, I'm gonna do that too. 1.
Nice. Okay, 13.
Okay. So, Cole, Quincy, and Pfeffers. You guys are towards the front, I'm assuming, and Johnny, you're in the back.
Sure.
When you start hearing the gears, you really don't know where the noise is coming from. And from in front of you drops what seems to be like a flame cannon and shoots directly at all three of you, singeing all of you.
Sweet death.
Taking 2 HP of damage.
Okay.
I have 1 HP.
I got 4.
I got 6 in this new body.
All right, all right.
7.
You're the most resilient of all of us.
Apparently, yeah, jeez.
All right, so as you guys continue to walk down these steps, you start hearing the Gregorian chants a little bit louder this time, and now things are...
Those are from Gregory.
Yes.
I've been there.
Yes, Gregory.
Who am I talking to? I'm surrounded by monkeys.
You guys start hearing the Gregorian chants a little bit louder as you get closer towards the bottom of this. As you enter into this room, how are you guys lining up? And how are you guys lining up? Let's start there, and then we'll go from there.
I'm a backpack right now.
I'll take lead.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the back.
Cole's foot hand thing has my leg as I'm like burned, but
Yeah.
I'm not dead, and I'm just kind of falling down the steps.
So realistically, Blackout is carrying me as a backpack while I drag.
With a minus 3 strength, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes. Just barely getting there.
And then Buttons is behind us, ready to cover.
I will also let's see. I will with my knife pry off a fingernail and give an offering to Lady Luck.
Okay. Perfect. So that should add Devil's Luck to you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
I wasn't even going for that. I was just being weird.
That just sounds like an occult thing to do.
That's what I was going for.
All right.
Blackout, blink, go hard.
All right. So as you guys enter into this temple, you hear as flames all across the columns start lining up. And in the middle, you see hooded figures surrounding what seems to be a table. And on the table, there seems to be a humanoid figure. Kind of looks like an offering of some sorts. The Gregorian
It's a big
chants,
offering.
The Gregorian chants gets a little bit louder in this area. And What do you guys do when you see this?
Can
At the
I?
very base of the stairs.
Yeah, you guys have now entered into the chamber,
double-checking.
is what I'm going to call
Okay.
it.
Can I roll a spirit to determine the nature of the sacrifice?
Sure.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a 5.
Okay. So tell me how you're reaching out to the spirits. Describe to me how you reach out to the spirits and try to figure this out. What
I think
is
I
it
kind
that
of
you do?
I kind of like half close my eyes and defocus them and try to slip my mind into the other, and try to read the spiritual like ebbs and flows of the room and compare that to what I do know to try to determine some kind of purpose or information or intent behind the act.
So the spirits, as you're reaching out, the spirits contact back, and they give you information in what seems to be flashes.
I grab my support monkeys to
And
keep myself steady.
as you're seeing the flashes, you don't notice, but a figure just comes right in front of you and grabs towards you.
Ha!
I'm gonna put
Now
up
holds
the
you.
locket.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Just like kind of in front of, just like right to the side, because like we're just next to him, and I'm just gonna.
Well, you can't see where this is going. This is his spirit world.
Oh, okay. If I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
see it, then whatever.
You can't see it. This is his
I
spirit world.
will like mutter under my breath what I'm seeing. There's a great spirit before me. It is unfriendly.
I
Doesn't like the vibe. Bad vibes.
I wanted to say Candela. I was like, you take a bleed, but you don't. So,
Yeah, the nose starts. Oh, I've got scurvy.
but however, I will say, how much health do you have?
I have 4 health.
Okay, you do take damage towards it. So you would say, as you're going into the spirit world, there is a spirit that tries to reach back, but it's not a friendly spirit. So then your nose starts to bleed from the spirit trying to keep you in the spirit world and grab you not to let go.
I'm gonna. Can I oppose this thing in any way?
You can. What are you gonna do?
Well, first, how much damage did I take?
1.
Okay.
He's just holding you.
Okay. I will try to denounce it, break, bind, and cancel it. I will try to expunge it from this realm.
Okay, so tell me how you try to expunge it.
What is your name?
That's all you hear.
You are no longer welcome here. You are to go to rest by the power in me and mine, by the depths of blood and salt. Begone, spirit.
I was gonna tell you roll, but I like it. As he just vanishes in front of you and dissipates, and you wake up.
And you may go,
As this is happening to Pfeffer's character, you do see the priests have now turned around and their attention is gazed upon you.
that's where the chanting's coming from. Okay. When we entered this lit room, I would have turned off the tiki torch. I would have extinguished the tiki torch.
Mm-hmm.
Now I am going to break the nozzle of it and flick some of the oil about aggressively towards the monks,
Okay.
brandishing a different tiki torch in the other hand, or monkey holding a tiki torch in the other hand.
I got one.
Yeah. And I start flicking the
burning cinder.
Yes.
Be away
Covered in oil now.
away with you.
Here's
as I start walking towards the corpse on the floor.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and everyone roll a spirit for me.
Spirit.
Alexa, turn off the tiki torch.
17. 19 minus 2.
Okay.
Also 17.
Nice.
18 plus 1 to a 19.
Very nice.
2.
All right.
There had to be one. There had to be one.
Okay. So you start hearing what feels like chants, but you are able to resist. You've done it once before, Pfeffers. You did it in the spirit world. You told it to be gone, and it seems to have brandished some type of relic on you, and you were able to kind of sense to your comrades, give them that sense, but it doesn't look like Cole's character was paying attention to what you were trying to do. So
Monkey's just looking.
he's just looking around, minding his own business, and behind Cole's character, and this is, I'm gonna say Cole's character's to the other side of where you guys are at. The priestly hooded figure comes up behind him and sticks his hand straight through your chest, Cole. You take 1 damage. You have to now do a strength check to try to get out of his grasp.
Start flicking oil at him.
Where's my strength here? -1, 16.
Okay, so you were able. Actually, you know what? You tell me how you break his grasp. This guy's fingers are literally through your chest.
Is this a spirit thing, or is this like he's physically shoved a hand through me?
This is a spirit thing.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around. I have a cutlass in the hand because it's one of the only things I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around to like crane my neck around so I can make eye contact with him. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay.
With my monkey spirit fist.
Okay.
Yes.
So the spirit lets go. You know what? Here's what happens. The spirit has you physically in form. His fingers are through your chest. Your punch doesn't land. However, your fist goes through his face and hits the lantern behind him, which then falls on him, which makes him let you go. So it explodes at his feet, and then he moves back frantically.
Spirit fist.
Seeing that,
Monkey spirit fist.
my singed monkey on fire sets himself on fire and chases after this.
You just see a flaming monkey running across the room. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, brother.
I am the flying poop.
So we do see a burning monkey now running around this temple as this figure who was dressed as a priest now unveils their robe to now you see a lady in Victorian clothing, withered, black hair, skinny long face, eyes are white, opens her mouth, and all you see is darkness and black. Her clothes are withered, kind of a greenish glow. Her skin white and pale and clammy. She doesn't touch the ground. She actually hovers over this ground. and she looks towards Quincy's character, doesn't even flinch, snaps her fingers, and Quincy disappears. Quincy, how do you come back?
Is there a cultist in the room there? That
There's a dead body in the middle.
Is a dead body in the
dead
middle.
body in the middle.
Which, by the way, does that dead body look similar to the visage that we are seeing of this ghost?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there's a dead body there, so.
Control Z on that sacrifice.
Yeah, right.
Dang it! Where am I?
See, you do feel a cutlass to your left and a pistol to your right, and you are now human form.
I take the pistol and I want to point it to the lady in the robes. Who are you?
I'm gonna hop off of blackout and like bring up the amulet.
Mal grab the monkey and hold up the monkey holding out the amulet.
She doesn't see this at first, I would say. She turns to where Quincy's character is now reanimated. Her mouth elongates longer, angrier. Her face frowns, and she looks like she wants to just like basically haunt over Quincy's body. And I would say, Johnny, your character runs in front of Quincy holding up the locket. And she stops.
And then I'm gonna look over to Quincy's character and I'm gonna sign Lily to you.
Yes, Lily. Are you Lily?
She doesn't respond. However, you do see her mouth closing, and what were once black eyes turn human as a tear runs down her face. I haven't heard that name in a century.
So if we kill you, we die?
If it is as you wish.
Right in her back, I'm gonna shove a cutlass to your orangutan.
Here I am.
She was not looking at.
Here I am, about to put this locket on her neck so that she can have it, like finally, and then just boosh, and the fucking cutlass coming.
Roll a strength check for me and a perseverance, not a perseverance check.
Dang, that's not good.
A presence check.
18. I want to point out my feature is backstabber, which if I attack from hiding or a distracted enemy,
Flank!
The attack DR lowers by 2, and I deal an extra D2 damage.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Did I do
Roll
a
for
presence?
damage. Well, Quincy, not damage.
Damage.
Cole for damage.
Damage.
I'm gonna say, as you guys are rolling for damage, Johnny, your character actually ends up placing the locket onto her, giving her a more human form, so she is no longer ghost-like.
Yeah,
And as this locket cements her now into this reality, she kind of falls from above onto the ground, and as she's touching the ground, Cole, your monkey-like reflexes come up from behind and just jam the knife straight.
I will hurl the tiki torch canister at her.
Straight into her back. For how much damage? 6 damage. And Pfeffers, roll a presence for me.
Presence.
Yes.
I have a +1 to presence. 11.
Okay. Roll damage. Because she is now in human form. If she was not.
What is a canister of lighter fluid damage?
I would say equal to what a gun pistol would be.
Okay, what's that? I've just got a knife on my character sheet.
2d4.
2d4.
Lock pistol is 2d4.
Nice.
Mwah.
Had it open.
7.
Perfect. So that's 11 damage total. Since she is now in her human form and is no longer ghost-like, she is very, very bloodied.
My blood and my salt return now to the depths. And I'll
Feel pain.
I'll toss the torch onto her.
As you toss the torch onto her, all of you start feeling something. Which is odd, because you haven't felt anything this entire time. You guys feel stretched. You feel a sensation of burning. You feel alive. But you also feel like you're dying. Tell me how you guys feel with death upon your doorstep.
I think Buttons is gonna just go kind of clambering over to Blackout and just kind of jump up. Hopefully Blackout catches me, and I'm just gonna kind of curl up in his arms. And that's it.
Okay. I will turn and I'll start running back up the stairs. And am I dying? Am I narrating how I die? Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. And
We don't
booking it
know
up.
what everybody else is going to do.
Yeah, I don't want to die. So I especially not on dry land. So I think Blackout Blink has assumed he succeeded and is going to start booking it back up the stairs.
Okay. Quincy?
Through all the exploring that we did real quick in these rooms, was there any place that had like food or a campsite or something?
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm starting to feel things coming back, burnout, it's gonna be like,
I would say you have a bottle of rum on you.
a bottle of rum. I'm gonna pull it out and be like, and then he'll pull it. And almost like choking it down. Spill. There's a light. That's new. That's new. And he'll kind of just stay down and kind of get in that mode as he expectantly awaits it to come.
Cole?
Big Mark, as a monkey, is now he successfully stabbed, he thinks, the sea witch, and is looking at what once was a monkey chugging a bottle of rum, and the other two running up away from him, and he starts to feel weak and like crumble a little bit. And then he takes the sword and just like cuts his palm to get that extra bit of adrenaline, drops the sword on the ground, and just starts clambering. Like, you can tell that the energy is just leaving him. Like, it's with every grasp, he's just clambering up the steps on all fours, like trying to drag himself up. And if you look about 15 feet up the steps, there's a single gold coin on the edge, and he is just eyes unblinking, just staring and like soul focused, going up to that coin.
Can I amend one thing for me? As I'm running up the stairs, all of the X amount of times worth of injuries start catching up to me, and I start faltering, but I've got the monkey, and I start vomiting salt water, just vomiting salt water. And Johnny, you would see that there's almost like a peace and acceptance, and as I like get to my weakest point, I seem to be like deflating to the point where I just barely put you at the top of the steps in a go.
And I just like look down. I see that my fellow monkey is looking towards this coin. I'm gonna grab it and toss it on down because I know that he's not gonna make it. I'm gonna just pat the head, a blink, and I'm gonna try and run out.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
As you all are experiencing whatever it is that you're experiencing, the sea witch, who is bloodied all to hell, holds on to her locket, and for the first time she feels again. You guys did not see this, but the camera will pan over as she turns the locket over and opens the locket, and inside is a picture of her and her family. Tears start to roll down her face as acceptance has finally neared its fate. Revenge was something she sought out for a century. She's tired. She's worn out. Was it fate that brought this group of misfits together to bring her down? Was it time for her to go? As she smears away the blood that is over her portrait inside of it, the camera zooms in and you notice a picture of a younger, more vibrant, healthier looking captain. Your captain. Alive and still well. At least in the picture he was. And
That's so sad.
And that is where the camera will pan back towards the sea witch as she walks up the stairs and makes her way up on top of the temple as she overlooks the sea and sky. She takes her final breath, and as she does, the island starts to shake. The waves start crashing in as the sea takes back the island that was never meant to be. However, the camera zooms in real fast, seeing our little monkey friend Buttons running through the jungle. What are you doing?
I'm running back toward, if I'm feeling like the island is like shaking and going to be like collapsing, yes. I'm running towards the dinghy that we were just off of on the shore and trying to get onto that so that I can possibly live.
Okay, Buttons. How many devil's luck do you have?
Fat zero. Fat
Can I give him mine?
And this is the time where I will tell chat, if you want to help your fellow Buttons button up, make sure that you donate. If not, whatever he rolls, he keeps.
I'm not even gonna look. I'm not looking yet. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look.
I'll give it a
while we're
solid.
panning.
I'll give it a
while we're-
solid minute. And we're going to go back to the camera to the last three heroes as they take their final breaths.
Water flowing in because the island is sinking, essentially being retaken by the ocean. I find a calm and a peace as the diver who never wanted to come up, and you can see all the tattoos covering my body being like kind of being washed away and kind of leaking down as I kind of roll onto my back.
Quincy?
Kind of like as Burnout is like at the bottom dancing around this this essentially I guess like sacrificial room or whatnot, and enjoying the last drops of his rum. It kind of just hits him. It's like, wait, there could have been more. There could have been more. Wait, no, wait, no.
As the water rushes into the one room where you were dancing around, swallowing you whole, now the drink that you had satisfaction becomes your grave as you gasp for air, holding out your hand. There's yet a slight smile, but worried, as there could have been more, and your hand is engulfed by the sea once again. We did get a lucky die for
Let's go.
buttons.
Okay.
So
Still not looking yet.
So we'll get to buttons here in a second. Cole, your scene.
The orangutan, after catching the coin tossed to him, I'm gonna say catching, more it was like it clanged down a few steps, he clambered back, grabbed it, and then clutched it to his chest, rolled over, and it's just like, has accepted this is his moment with the gold, the feeling of the gold against his skin, as the water begins to rush in on either side of him and slowly fill in from the bottom up to where he is on the steps. He's just eyes closed. As the water goes by, just and is going to and that is the last anyone sees of Mark Nocturne, who fittingly disappears into the dark abyss.
All right, Johnny, roll an agility check for me, and do not.
I rolled.
Do not tell me the number. Here's why we're gonna do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a number. I'm gonna think of a number.
Okay.
I want you to DM me that number
Okay.
that you roll, and I want you to explain to me once I confirm what's going to happen.
Okay.
So go for it.
I did. I sent
All
you a
right,
DM.
Let me take a look.
Now, I do have a luck roll. So if that is...
Okay. Use that one more time.
Okay.
He's like, yeah,
Using the
no,
luck
burn
roll.
it.
All right.
Okay, DM it to me. Okay. Explain to me how we doing this. What is your final scene?
So, Buttons is rushing. There are only... As he's running out of the temple, he sees the hut. He sees the burned down jungle that they left. He quickly rushes through the cave that was there, having to swim underwater at some points. And finally, he reaches out from the depths, grabbing onto the floating dinghy that is still just barely surviving in the roiling waters as it's reclaiming this island. As he catches onto it, He pulls himself out and jumps into the boat and just watches as everyone he knows, the island, everything is submerged.
As you are on this dinghy, you do look back of the adventures. You have flashes and memories of your previous life as a human, but now your remaining life as a monkey is yet ahead of you.
Oh.
The island from far away is engulfed into the ocean. You hear the roaring seas coming past you as it engulfs the jungle, the cave that you guys were once in, the temple. You see the water rush in, and it takes the lives of your fellow companions, and yet the sole survivor is a monkey. Once he joked as being the higher being, yet the only survivor of this story. And with that, ladies and gents, is where we're going to end it tonight on this amazing campaign with these amazing people. Can we get some round of applause?
I rolled a 10.
Can we get...
And then I rolled an 18. So whoever gave me the reroll,
Yes.
that was clutch.
Yes, that is what we like. And for those who are joining us for the very first time, thank you guys so much for watching the Riddle of Liberation here, live on this channel. Can we get some awesome round of applause for these people, these amazing players tonight? Thank you guys so much again for joining out with us. Before we head out anywhere, please, let's change this music first and foremost because it's very depressing.
I was jamming to this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gets eaten by a seagull.
I'm crying. You're crying.
We're going to change this music, and we're going to go ahead and say who you are, what projects you guys are working on, where we can find you, what are you going to be doing next, and so on and so forth. You guys know what to do here, so thank you guys so much again. We're going to go ahead and start with our boy Johnny, the sole survivor of tonight's episode, and go from there.
All right. As you also may know me as Buttons, I'm Johnny. I am Talking XP, at Talking XP on any socials everywhere. I do TikToks. I run Ravenloft Misfits, which is a Curse of Strahd actual play. Just hit 80th episode this past Monday, and that's going to be released this Friday for everybody. And I also have a How to Play Candela Obscura playlist thing, a bunch of videos on YouTube. You can find me there. And I also run it too. We ran it with Northwolf on here, and it was
awesome.
Intense. Holy shit.
I lost a
But
leg.
yeah, it was great. It was great. It was so good. I think it's uploaded, so
It is.
I'll share it. But yes, that's where you can find me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead to the next person to his left, which would be...
Oh my god, here we go.
You have to cue me in.
Cole.
Oh, hi. Good to see you there. I'm Lightbox. You can find me at lightboxnova.com. I do all the TikToks and the Twitch streaming things and creative stuffs and talking a lot. I do that a lot, actually. It's one of my favorite activities. And also, what I'm best known for. And carrying on to my left, I think that, I don't know if my camera's, that one of these ways is,
Quincy.
well, it's Quincy, and then, yeah, he's also here.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Quincy. Quincy's Tavern on TikTok and all the other social stuff. I do the content creation. I love food. I love D&D. I love hanging out. Like getting to play with new people. And thanks for letting me join North for causing whatever chaos is here. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I have a cookbook. You can get our cookbook, The Traveler's Guide to Lucky Griffin, Recipes and Regalians. Full art, 72 recipes and stories, storytime cookbook, available at luckygriffin.com. Currently in the process of working on my next book, Ballad of Book of the Lost Bard, which is going to be kind of like a recipe book, poetry, ballads and songs and short stories and stuff like that. Hopefully by the end of the month, end of the year. That's the process. You'll find me at Gen Con. You'll see you there if you guys like to do conventions and stuff like that. I'm going to certain Ren fairs and whatnot, but you can follow me on my socials and catch up with the adventures there. But thanks for letting me be here and do whatever this was.
Play as higher beings.
yes, quite, yes.
Yes.
Pfeffers.
Hi, I'm Pfeffers. How you doing? How it do, how it be, how it is. I am the Dungeon Master for the Long Shot Table. I run 3 weekly streamed campaigns over there. Just follow my name. It's in the title of the stream. Where Tuesdays it's like, oh yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, dude, my max was 13 back in the day. Yeah, I'll tell you about it after the stream. And Tuesdays is like dragon riding, epic fantasy. Thursdays is like Western meets like late Victorian Sherlock vibes, and then Saturdays is level 20 astral campaign, which is like Treasure Planet meets Feywild meets kind of eldritch horror. And we actually have Quincy as one of the players. So yeah, so feel free to come on over, and I will also be at Indie Comic Con on a panel, and I'll be running 2 panels at Gen Con. So if you want to come say hi, I'd love to put some faces to names. One of them is a game, the other one is a Q&A do and don'ts of GMing, kind of tabletop etiquette and stuff like that. A lot of good things. Always good to make more awareness of that. I think that's it for me. Let me throw it back to you, Northwolf.
Awesome. And for those who are just joining us for the very first time, my name is Northwolf911. I am your game master tonight. We are playing a homebrewed version of Pirate Borg tonight. So this was all completely from this brain because apparently I have a lot of sick shit up in there. But I definitely love playing TTRPGs, RPGs, and JRPGs live on this channel. We just started doing TTRPGs on this channel because I wanted to show everybody who wants to learn how to play TTRPGs that it's not that hard and it's actually pretty easy and it's a lot of fun to play with your friends as long as you have an imagination and want to tell a story within your companionship. Tonight we are doing 2 other giveaways, so please do not go anywhere. But I will also be at Gen Con, PAX East, PAX Unplugged, and a bunch of other cons throughout the year. This year I will also, hopefully crossing fingers, that we get approved for a panel over at Gen Con for world building, which is really, really exciting. I'm excited about that. And we are going to be all over the place this year. I am a game designer by trade and a software engineer, so I'm really, really excited to play these games with all of you guys and have a good time. Again, can we get a round of applause for all of these amazing players that came out tonight that played Pirate Borg? It's been absolutely fantastic.